5-2 against the best team in the league with 8 players. So it's pretty good. Pretty good start. Pretty good start. All right. I'll do a little introduction to this because we're about to be starting. Welcome, everybody. This is Mr. Lames's Diablo 2 Community Races. We have the 8% normal softcore Paladin starting up here. We have our professionals, our amateurs, and our newbies. This is the Path of Diablo ladder reset weekend. I was also late to post this, so we're going to have a few less runners than normal, but that's totally okay. That's totally okay. We're happy for everybody who is here. And let the time begin. We have hit the zeros. Of course, we're going to have slight stream delays for everybody here, but we should be seeing all of them pressing the OK button pretty soon. And there goes White Lightning as well. So all of those players have kicked off pretty quickly. Good luck to all of the runners. So if you're wondering what this is, how do you join? !races in my Twitch chat will lead you to my Discord or just my Discord page. It's on some of my YouTube videos and places like that. Obviously, it's on my Twitch and all that stuff. You can go in there. You can go to the races section, and you can, whenever I post a race coming up, it's usually on Saturdays, whatever. And usually I try and give like 4 or 5 days notice. Like I said, I was kind of late on this one. You'll get that notification there, and you just go and input your stuff. And I have the layout that all of the runners are using pinned. And yeah. So anyways, let's take a look at our competitors here. In the professional sections, we have in the top left, Lagzor. He is the winner of the last 2 races, I believe. So the competition is on there. In the top right, we do have White Lightning. And in the bottom left, we have Nano BT. So 3 very good runners. We have seen a lot of very strong play from these 3. We've seen a lot of strong play from these 3. Anybody's game. Like I say, Lagzor, it's the man to beat, but it is truly anyone's game. In our amateur section, we have Raynick in the top left, who it looks like is having some frame dropping issues. It happens. It's okay. He's always put on a good show for us. We have Sudden Dan competing in the top right. I like that little statue there that he's got for his name. And we have Delataru in the bottom left, who has always been a surprise and has placed very well in the past. Very well in the past. And in our newbie section, we have Sveto, 92, and Not Yo Friend Guy. So another thing to note about the Paladin is the Paladin is a little difficult, right? A little bit of a difficult character to run. The first difficulty, of course, is getting to level 6. You're going to see players using javelins, right? You can see javelins in the top left there for Lagzor. And it looks like we do have sword for White Lightning and Nano. It is my morning, so you have to excuse me for all of the future yawns that do come up. You guys know I don't wake up well. That's just straight. You'd go straight to scepters. Some people go straight to scepters. I enjoy the javelin mix just because the throws are great. And the problem with melee characters in general when you're starting this game is if you are trying to melee somebody, let's say Rakanishu or something like that, it's so hard to get a hit off. And then while you're trying to hit him, you're getting thrown into hit recovery. So javelins kind of help you with that. You can stay back. You can launch at them. It's a lot better. So that's why a lot of players will run javelins. And then, of course, sacrifice as well is a great starter. And you can see all 3 of our professionals are going to be using some sacrifice there. We do have some javelins here for all 3 of our runners, actually. In the amateurs and our newbies, we have javelins and just sword for Not Your Friend Guy. So what's the general order of this character? Because it is a very clunky character as a whole, right? You want to start out as a Holy Fire Zealot. And this, of course, means finding steel can be great, right? And we do have our first den completion, and it goes to Lagzor, getting off with the early lead. Right, so you want to start as a Zealot, but of course, before you can get Zeal, you're going to have to simply have... Ooh, nice. You're going to have to simply just be meleeing with Holy Fire. Now, the great thing about Holy Fire is the damage from Holy Fire is ridiculous. A lot of people think Holy Fire is just used for the aura, right? That's what they know it as. Holy Fire, drag it, whatever. You know, you stack it. Is it Dragon or Phoenix? Whichever one it is. You stack it, and then it pop, and, you know, the aura is great. Okay, cool. Right. That's how a lot of people know that. But what it's actually best for is all of the damage that it adds to anything. You can go out there with your fist and a couple levels in Holy Fire and dominate things. It's kind of insane. You should have, Ace. Was it right now? How you doing, Ace? Oh, and a beautiful boss group right here. If anybody watched the fastest theoretical modded 80% D2 speedrun, Javelins and Gargantuan Beast. Javelins and Gargantuan Beast. So nice find for Lagzor there. So he's going to continue on. And you'll note that he put points into Resist Fire. And you'll note all the players are putting points into Resist Fire. That is because Resist Fire gives you... Waking up. Gives you more damage. Sounds good, Black Soup. Gives you more damage. And Holy Fire can one, yeah, it can be good, the low aura damage as well. That is true. But yeah, so it's a synergy for your Holy Fire aura. So you have to just know that, oh, hey, it's pretty good. Right? It's just added damage, and you kind of just stack up on that a little bit. Then you stack up on your Holy Fire. Then you save points because you're going to want Charge and Zeal at the same time, which means you have to have that point in Sacrifice and Smite prior. So there's a lot of skill build annoyance with this character. And then, of course, once you get to level 18, you're switching into hammers and going from there. And then, of course, if you can roll some sort of plus to Blessed Hammer Scepter, that's the best, right? That is how I got the world record on the Paladin. I rolled a +2 to Blessed Hammer Scepter, and it just helped so much. Is this a special Paladin run only? No. This is, or Javelin only. Paladins just use Javelins. And it looks like Sveto has the old one monster left trick. Well, an Eth Pike. It will get max sockets. So whatever the max socket is for a pike, which might be 4 or 6. Oh, Sveto. Oh, Sveto. The woes of last monster. So it looks like we're already in the underground passage here. And this is the race to level 6. We do have level 4s on all of these characters. And they're all literally in the exact same spot experience-wise. The only difference, of course, is Lagzor has a slight lead. Very slight, but Nano has pretty much caught back up to him there. And he is going for the Scepter with Might and Sacrifice, which isn't bad. Scepters with Might and Sacrifice really aren't too bad. You can see when he does get hits off, it does a pretty good amount of damage. Yeah, I did a pacifist Paladin twice. It was okay. Does a decent amount of damage there. So level 5 has been dinged for both these players. Is he just punching at this point? I think we just have... Okay, there we go. He's got a scimitar. I thought Lagzor might have just been punching for a second there. And wow, let's go, or White Lightning is level 5 just at Rakinisha there. So he is going for the very early level up strategy. But, you know, once you do get that level 6, things change drastically. Oh, it's such a change. Oh, it is such a change. So 5 for all those guys. Let's check in on our other characters. Level 5 right here for Raynick. So Raynick has kept right up with the pros, which we usually see. He has a lot of great starts. And a lot of great starts usually, and then usually just some trouble happens later on. Act 4, Act 5 runs into a couple issues or something, right? But between your amateurs and your professionals, you can have, it's usually very minimal. And then you just kind of see little things add on over time. Good morning. Yes, of course, it's always too early. Lots of lagging going on there. Yeah, there's some drop frames.
Hello, Alex. This is your supervisor. We need you to stop showing up to work with bloodshot eyes.
Oh, come on.
It's scaring our customers.
Oh, my God. A kiss to you, Bunky Boo. A kiss to you. Did you get my text message? I don't know if you answered. Oh, no, you didn't. Answer my text. Thank you. Good morning, Sedler. Sorry to see you not run some Paladin today. So anyways, back to the race. Definitely did not get one. Did you get a new phone number? Man, I sent it to Ski Girl. Is there another number? No. Anyways, let's once again catch up with our players here. So, we do have Lagzor entering the Black Marsh right now. White Lightning just got Darkwood waypoint. And Nano is there. And the experience shrine for Lagzor is going to be very helpful. Going to be getting him slightly ahead in experience. These players are very, very close, though. This pro race is super, super close. I came back to it. You'll text me? Okay. I came back to it. You went to your niece's birthday party? Oh, on your way. That's cute. Pally scared off a few runners. Yeah, Paladin scared off a few runners. It's difficult. Plus, I was late in posting. Plus, it's Path of Diablo. So, that's okay. These guys are extremely close. We'll keep an eye on them. Checking our amateurs. Level 5.5 there for Raynick. Raynick is literally right with the pros still. 5.5 for Suddenly Dan. Doing a great job. And 5 1/3. So, even our amateurs are just behind right now. We'll have to see if any of these amateurs can pull ahead at the end. Throwing knives. Interesting choice for Suddenly Dan. Interesting choice. And Sveto does have his level 5, is working up as well there. So everybody at least has level 5 by now, which is good. I mean, it is 11 minutes. You want to be at least level 5 by now. But it can be tough. So even for our newbie players, they have made it there. Which is very good. It's because it is tough. This is one of the hardest parts of the game for any of these melee characters. One of the hardest. All right, let me copy paste this text. Oh, I thought that this was my boss. Mr. Tarnhelm is not in the run. No, we do not have Mr. Tarnhelm in the run. Why is your stream there? Where's your stream? Honestly sad you couldn't join this one. IRL stuff got in the way. It's totally fine. Not PODing. I'll probably play... Oh, gotcha. I'll probably play more POD coming up. Until my Necro dies, is kind of my thought. I'll keep going with it till my Necro dies. Yeah, so yesterday I did Path of Diablo for the first time ever. Just to go ahead and give it a little try. Whatever. The old college try. Had a friend. Ooh, we got some strangling gas potions for White Lightning as well. That is huge. Always, always helpful. You can see, of course, that he is able to do some damage still with Holy Fire and Sacrifice. And just kind of wailing away. But having poison gas is a really big deal. Really big deal there. So, yeah, so it was my first try at POD, and I gotta say, it was decent. It was decent. They buffed, I only played the Necro. They buffed the Necro and made the Necro a better character. Teeth might be a little bit too strong overall. Like, I'm still Teeth at level 43. But besides that, it was pretty fun. You know, the inventory is too big. Here's my like thoughts, and I'll do another video after I play a little more and give my like overall thoughts. And obviously, there's more thoughts to have and stuff. Next race source. That sounds about right. Yeah, I think I'll do source next time, so you can start practicing that. But regardless, it was you know, just a first look, whatever. I had fun. The inventory was too big. It was like, it was weird because you'd get potions and then more potions and more potions, and you like couldn't fill it up. And there was never a point in the game where I didn't have inventory space, which I feel like shouldn't happen. I feel like I should need some inventory space, you know, management a little bit. And there were just, I mean, you could pick everything up in the game and still have 5,000 potions. The stamina buff was probably nice. I'm so used to stamina. Ooh, Tal Ethrune drop for White Lightning. That's huge. Great first drop there. Looks like we do have all of our runners at least to the tower now, with Delataru entering right here. And level 6 on almost everybody. Delataru is just behind that level 6. Needs to grab that soon. Otherwise, this can get a little hairy down here. And our newbie runners in the Underground Passage and Black Marsh. And 6, yes, level 6 and 5.5. So everybody's doing very well. Everybody's doing very well today. But yeah, so that was a little strange. Other than that, though, it played very similar to just regular D2. It really did. So it was nice that how much vanilla was still there. It kind of felt like a little bit of a pluggy, just like quality of life improvements. You know, with the bigger stash. Bigger stash is good. Bigger inventory, I'm not so much a fan of. Like I say, I think it was too big. Skill-wise, from the Necro, I just used Teeth. I mean, Teeth was just so good that it was like, I'll just keep using Teeth. I liked having the cooldown teleports. I thought that was an interesting way to give teleport to other classes without it being too overpowered, right? And great for like summoners and, you know, things like that. It was nice having that one teleport. But I could also see myself being real mad about that teleport when I accidentally teleport into somewhere I don't want to be and then can't teleport out of that place. So I could see that being kind of annoying. But that was interesting. And some of the skills overall, it was nice that curses didn't require all the previous curses. You know, you just kind of did the curse you wanted. That was kind of a cool change. And something that I feel probably necessary for the Necro, just because skill points are so valuable to him. So if you're having to waste all your skill points on, you know, getting to lower resist or whatever, it's way better to just be able to do it, you know. Anyways, so our professional runners right here continue to run for these runes. You can see the runes that they want are Tal Eth, Tier L, Rao Rao. You'll see pretty much everybody with that setup. One person forgot the Tier L. It looks like Sudden Dan. And only one Rao rune, Delataru's put there. But for the most part, all the runners have the same runes. Tal Eth, Tier L, Rao Rao. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. A settler that I'm doing. Teeth at level 40. Yeah. So the reason for this is, of course, you want your stealth armor. You want your steel rune word, if possible. Steel saves like 2 to 4 or 5 minutes, maybe. Before, of course, you switch to hammers. If not, you just get, you know, faster attack speed or a good scepter, just a good scimitar, and that can work. Uh-oh, careful, Sveto. Whew, that was close. That was close. Almost saw our first death. Is Sveto level 5 still? No, he got a 6. Okay, good. Good. Oh, not your friend guy's level 5. And it's good that he is farming outside of the tower to get that level 6. I actually approve of that notion. If you go down in the tower and try to get level 6, you're going to have a bad time. And it looks like he is going to head back, just get some potions and whatnot. But if you're like 5 and a quarter and you go down there, unless you get Fallens or something, it's just gonna take forever. Yes, I will continue it, Griff. It's just gonna take forever. It's so unfortunate. Yeah, it's just, that's the sad news about any melee characters, barbarian, paladin, Amazon, whatever it is. And we saw this with the Amazon in that last race, where a couple people went on too early. They went to the cold plains before they got level 2. I think that was also in the druid race. They went to the stony field before level 3. They went to the tower before level 6. It's such a tough character, it's so hard to play really early levels for these characters. So let's check in again. We've got level 8 across the board for these guys. Tal Eth tier for White Lightning. Only Tal for Lagzor, and Eth tier for Nano. This is a normal only race. Raynick does not have any runes yet. Looks like he's coming in for his first kill there. Well, he is level 7.5, so he might have just got a no good rune drop on the first time. Tal Rao for Sudden Dan, and Rao Rune for Delatario. We are not going to see a lot of steals here. El Rune has the lowest drop chance of all the runes at the Countess, which is kind of crazy. It does have a decent drop chance in Act 2, though, just from like regular monsters. So there is a slight chance that you just go ahead and end up getting it anyways as you move forward. But that's awesome, Nucleon. Have I thought about doing meme category races? What would that be like? Like pacifist paladin stuff? That is correct. There's an 8% chance for normal Countess to drop an Elrune, as opposed to like a 50% plus chance that a Talrune drops. I think it's like 53, 54%, something crazy like that. So, and even Ethrune's like 33% chance. So it's pretty insane that the lowest level rune has the lowest drop, but that's just the way they made it. And honestly, it's pretty nice for other speedrunners, other speedrun characters. But for the melee, Paladin and Barb, it kind of stinks. Maybe the fake Diablo Battle Royale elimination races. That could be fun. I actually really like that idea. So this is something that my chat kind of talked, we talked through the other day. Diablo 2 Battle Royale. It's not Battle Royale. Diablo 2 elimination races. So essentially it goes something like this. Either one, I give a seed to everybody. Multiple seeds. So we start with, let's say, 8 people. And I give them all a character. This character is an Act 3, and that character has the eye and the Spider Forest waypoint. And I say first person to kill Mephisto, or last person to kill Mephisto is out. And so everybody goes from that point, the gear they have, the eye, the waypoint, they use what they have and goes and kills Mephisto. And the last person to kill Mephisto is out. And then the next 7 people, I give another whatever to, right? I give another character to. And we could even put them on the same map seed, right? And maybe this time they start in Act 2, at the tombs, and it's the first one to kill Zark the Burning or whatever, right? The Spooter. Or, they start in Act 1, and it's first one to get last one to get a Elrune drop from the Countess. That could be, trolly and awful for some people. Things like that. Shaman only dance possible. Yeah, sure, why not? So just be things like that. What level is Steel? Tier L, so level 13. Yeah, or it could be quests you never do. You have to complete every quest in Act 1. You have to, first person to do Isual or to, pop the forge, whatever, things like that. And you could make it as silly as you wanted. First person to have all gear that will sell for 5,000 gold or more. I don't know. Just stupid stuff like that. And so it can just be all sorts of things. And basically it's just an elimination race to get down to the one person left. So that is the first one. The second one would be let me keep switching around between racers here. The second one is kind of a bingo concept where you just get a bingo sheet and it says, kill Blood Raven, make a steel rune word, kill Isual, whatever, all around. And you have to figure out the best 5 you would like to do. And the third and final one would be all racers. There'll be, I guess, 5 racers in this one. And the racers will have to go and kill the act bosses. But it's a last one is out sort of deal. Right? So basically at every act, there is a new person that drops. So you start with 5. End of Act 1, whoever killed Andariel last drops. Now it's 4. End of Act 2, whoever killed Duriel last drops. 3, 2, right? Like that. So that could be a thing. Mixed doubles, pros plus noobs could be fun to watch. That could be silly. So there's a lot of room for all of that potential stuff. He didn't grab the heavy boots, White Lightning. Why'd you leave the heavy boots on the ground? Oh my god. Like a boss rush with elimination. Yeah, and so one of the interesting things, of course, is there is experience to be gained throughout the game, right? So you could anybody can rush to Andariel and kill Andariel in like 12 minutes if you really want. But if you do that, now you're like super under leveled. Are you gaining experience later? Things like that. So there's always those decisions to be made. Level 10s across the board. I mean, these players are so close. But White Lightning has found every single rune already. Whereas Lagzor has a Tal and Nano has a Taleth tier. White Lightning, you, my friend, are ready to kick off. And he has the most experience. That's crazy. Almost level 10s right here. Level 9s for all these guys. They are very close. Our amateurs are doing great job so far. Tau Ral here. Talith for Rainic. Tau Ral for Delataru. And Tal for Sveto. Tier Eth Ral for Not Your Friend Guy. So you can see White Lightning is the only person to get an L rune thus far. And, of course, every other single rune. Hex. Hacker. That's pretty crazy. That is world record run rune luck right there. So he is just going to happily move forward at this point. At this point, it is, I don't care to stay around here any longer. You can stay until you get charged and all that stuff, but no, if you just speak before you speak. Thank you. If you can just go, and you just go, man, and you just have fun with it. And of course, you want to get your level ups, though. But Holy Fire's damage at this point is so much. He's probably doing 70, 80 damage at least, if not more, just from Holy Fire. Pretty insane. So we do have level 5 here for Lagzor and for Nano. Let's see if they can get their rune drops. You don't really need a Ral in this run. The Tal-Eth is the most important thing. Tier L is the second, kind of mixed with the Rao, I would say. And we do have some experience shrine farming for White Lightning there, which I do like that strategy. I always like that. Good way to try and get that experience shrine, try and get level 12 a little bit faster so you can be charging around. We do have first to 11 for Lagzor. First to 11 right there. And he does get a Rao rune drop, but is still very much missing runes. That can be very frustrating, especially in a race format. You feel that L runes drop enough randomly in Act 2 that you can chance not getting an L? Exactly. Once again, it's not important enough, but additionally, you can just kind of chance it. Nice little boss pack right there. And we have 11 for White Lightning with the Nano just behind. We also have Rainik, who has struck level 11, and Sudden Dan, who is right behind him as well. And Sudden Dan has moved forward. He has his Tal-Eth Ral. He says, Tyrell? Tyrael, please. And get it? Tyrael. All right, never mind. Just go with it. So he has moved forward at this point. Got his 2 open socket helm, some 10 fire res. Grab the boots, please. The boots. There were fire resist boots. Oh, my God. All right, well, we'll just leave it. Makes me sad to see an empty boot slot when he's passing over fire resist boots. But it happens. Rainik, not in a terrible spot still, right? Level 11, Tal-Eth Ral. If I'm Rainik right here, I am moving forward after this run. Tier L, forget it. We are just going forward. It looks like Sudden Dan did get the nice double boss group right here. If he just opens the door to his right, there is a champion group in that section. If he just opens the door... Oh, he just chugged all of his rejuves instead. To the right. No! Oh, well, he goes left. There's also champions right here, but he missed champions on the right. But yeah, no, Rainik is in a great place. If you can get to level 12, that zeal is super helpful. That charge is super helpful. That speeds you up. I say last run for Rainik, go forward, and you'll be in a good spot right there. Our newbie players, we do have an L rune drop. That is our second L rune drop, and it goes to Sveto. It goes to Sveto right there. And he's going to kill the Countess right here. See what else he can get. Oh boy, is he going to die? No, he is able to survive. Everybody making great use. And he gets the Rao. Nice drops. Still needs that Eth tier, of course. But very well done. Good drops there. Not Your Friendly Guy has the Eth tier. They just need to join forces. And they'll be good to go. Maybe that could also be a race in the future. 1 versus 8 or something. Just have people racing to grab runes and give them. Incorrect, Germany. If you make a crescent moon for your mercenary and the minus slight res on it will only apply to your mercenary's attacks. Feeling bad for Lagzor on those rune drops? Yeah, Lagzor has been really screwed. And it's one thing to move ahead with, no L rune tier, but no Tal-Eth. That's hard to move ahead, especially because you're going to shift into a Hammerden later. You have to have it. You just have to. Good news is his experience is great. He's almost level 12. I believe he's the experienced leader. Oh, Nano is just slightly. And Nano moves forward without the Rao rune, but he does find his tier L. Wow, very helpful. So this, of course, is the issue with Paladin races, right? Paladin races, Barbarian races are even worse. Barbarian, you need Tal-Eth, Tal, Ith-El-Eth, optional Rao if you want some fire res. I mean, you're farming for an hour. Literally an hour you're in the tower before you get out sometimes. If you get real lucky, you get out in like 40-something minutes. And of course, you can always run with less, but, it is what it is. Rainik gets level 12. And he is actually the first player to 12. Congratulations to Rainik. He does have his Tal, his Eth, his Rao. I really hope that he's going forward and just says, forget the tower. I really hope he just says it. No, go to the right. Wait, no. What? Yeah. Go up. It looks like he is moving on. Charge. Charge, buddy. Charge. Use your charges. No, don't go to the tower. Don't do it. All right. Good job. I would have grabbed that skill shrine, but whatever. Sudden Dan in the jail. Level 2. He's just powering forward. And Delataru having a little bit more trouble here. He is level 11, but he has moved forward. He has skipped the El Rune and just gone for Tal Eth Ral. Tal Eth Ral. Not Your Friend Guy just missing his El Rune. I think he is only level 10 though. So at this point you could do one more run here after this if you would like. Good morning. And Tier Eth is the look for Sveto. Will he get it? That Ethrune's the really most important piece here. He gets Raleth. All right. He at least gets his Ethrune. Once again, at this point, I think you might be moving forward. He's level 10, almost 11. He can do one more run if he wants. He can either do one more run or move forward. I would say either one's kind of optional right now. Can we get chat at the bottom part of the ranking table? All right, you want such a silly chat capture. Properties. No. Remove. Add. Right there. That's what you want. Tiny little chat. Can you guys even read that? That's terrible. You guys are so small. All right, anyways, back to the race. Tiny chat. Feels bad for lags. Or yeah, Tal Ral Ral. Once again, this is why sometimes you'll see in races, people will just leave. This is why, right? We'll be doing a Paladin race, and we'll start with 4 runners. And oh boy, we have a death incoming. Woo! Close for White Lightning. And someone will just say, hey guys, I'm going to drop out. Because after 50 minutes or whatever, everybody else is at Andariel, and you're still trying to get your Ethrune. Please, lags, or Eth. He gets it! We did it! Ugh. All right. GG for Lagzor. He finally gets his Ethrune and can move forward. The good news is, I mean, it's not like he's bad on experience, right? He is right there with experience leading, tied with Nano. So that's the good news. And it looks like, has everybody moved forward at this point from our pros and our amateurs? It looks like they have. Nice group for White Lightning here. Does he have any more throwing gas potions? He does not. No more strangling gas. Oh no, that would have been so good. Strangling gas would have been so good in that area. He really needs to be careful not to die again. There's a lot of stuff to clear out here, but that is good experience. You want to be killing that group for sure. For amateurs, jail level 2. Inner cloister already for Sudden Dan, who is just powered ahead. Level 12, he has made the correct adjustments. He has his zeal. He has his charge. He is ready to go. It is softcore, that's right. I will probably do hardcore race at some point in the future. Just as a heads up for fun. Or make the professionals run that or something. And for our newbies, we do have no tier rune still for Sveto. Okay. Sveto, I hope you're moving forward. Not Your Friend Guy just needs that L rune. I think at this point, this is the last run that Not Your Friend Guy should be doing before just charging ahead. Only pros get tiny chat. I have to add it on every single one. So much work. You guys make me work so hard. Hardcore barb race incoming. People will be killing their barb intentionally just to not have to play it anymore. And add chat. I can't believe you guys want the tiniest chat in the world. But okay. There you go. Tiny chat is a thing. Tiny chat is a thing. New category. First to die. Basically, who can run out and get the most zombies or something. Get a nice pack of Fallens around you. At that point, your map seed is pretty much everything. You get that exit. You get the bridge, or do you get the top right exit? That's the difference between 10 seconds and 4 seconds to get out of town, which is a lot of time when you're trying to just die real fast. Could be like a first to die to Andariel or something race, though. That's always fun. What up, Fancy Pants? Why isn't anyone using swap casting? Swap casting is very difficult. When I say very difficult, I don't mean very difficult. I probably overstated it. But swap casting requires a lot of on, off. Oh, there you go. We do have swap casting from Lagzor. A lot of back and forth in always getting it. So it's pretty frame perfect to set it. And you're constantly having to drop out of it every single time that you want to attack or anything like that, right? So every single time that you're attacking or using any other skill in the place of where it would be, you are having to swap cast. And so it's not always worth it. It's only worth it if you can hit it in most every situation. Even in my world record run where I was swap casting, I wasn't hitting it as often as I'd like. It was also the first Paladin I'd run in like a year and a half. I don't run Paladin very often. So it was very awkward because I was like, I haven't practiced swap casting, but in certain areas it's worth it. In other areas, it's not very worth it at all, right? That's kind of one of the thoughts. Wait, I want to see if we haven't. Oh, we do have the Andy kill for White Lightning. First to kill Andy, 4137. Very nice time. Very nicely done. And catacombs, jails, outer cloister, and I think Not Your Friend guy is ready to move on. He did not get his Rune. But yeah, it's a tricky little maneuver. And so, you know, if you're out in the like open, right? It's a fantastic place for it. If you're starting in the cold plains, and obviously you're not swap casting in cold plains, but you know, like you're in the Black Marsh and you're going all the way to the cloister and things like that, it is a great place for it because you just go zoom, 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 and you don't get stuck anywhere. But if you are in, you know, down in the jails and stuff, and you're going to be stopping and attacking, I mean, it can be okay. It just, there's some places that it's a little bit harder and not as great, especially if you're constantly in and out of attacking. So sometimes I just use the regular charge, but when I'm in an open space and I'm worried about getting stuck on a lot of stuff, that's where I'll be swapping usually. Raynick almost takes a fall right there, but does pull it out. We have Kata level 2, 3, and 2 right here for these players. And White Lightning is still that first in Act 2. Lagzor does make it into the Catacombs. Catacombs level 2 for Nano. What a tight race. With the exception of White Lightning, who got out slightly ahead. Oh, nice res on those. With the exception of White Lightning, who got out to that early Rune lead, everybody is just so tightly packed. But you can even see experience-wise, like White Lightning is not even quite 13 yet. But we have 13 and third for Nano and for Lagzor. And I believe our amateurs, we have 13 as well for Raynick. And 12 highs for both Delataru and Sudden. So nicely done by Delataru. to really pull back some experience here. Oh, all right. Well, that's caster's jinx. I'm sorry. That's my bad. The nice thing is with Holy Fire, you can still just punch things. Why is he using thorns? Is he playing a pacifist paladin? Is he trolling again? Gosh dang it, Delataro. Oh my god. Alright, Delataro is doing weird build starts again. You didn't even pick up your body. You left part of your body on the ground. Oh boy. That's kind of worrisome, actually. What if that was his stealth? Like he made his stealth and his stealth is left on the ground. I really hope that's not the case. We will come back for that Andy fight right there. We have an Andy fight for Nano. We have a level 3 for Lagzer right here. Gets a nice boss group. Oh! Alright, I need to stop talking. I'm just killing all these players. And Nano takes him down. And now Sudden Dan going to be heading up for his fight. Every time I try and compliment these runners, it's just been bad news. Dude, look at how much those javelins are doing. Just that throw damage was insane. Yeah, Delataro did the summon druid last time. And still, it worked out okay. Yeah, and what a run by... Oh, he's dead. Okay. Lagzor still trying to get his body right here. Just manages to kind of get over to it, but cannot pick it all up. He is one of the players that made his stealth a little early, and it looks like now it's causing some issues. Dropping some poison potions down. Hoping that'll just help take care of it. We do have Nano in Act 2 doing some shopping. We're going to have a boss fight here. I'm not going to compliment Raynick, or he's going to die. And he's just... Is he punching at this point? No, he has a weapon. Oh my god, Sin Killer. If that was Nightmare, he would have exploded for 5 billion damage. Charges up to Andariel. Needs to probably pop a rejuve. Gets a good rejuve off. And Andariel will be falling for Raynick. Looks like in a PB splitting time. And he gets a Tear Rune. Did he need it? Yeah, he did. So that's halfway there. Halfway there. He can get that L Rune still. I'd like to see him pick up those heavy gloves. And it looks like he will be picking them up. Nope. You didn't make proper room. That's not... Yeah. Yeah, there you go. There we go. Well done by Raynick. So Raynick has killed Andariel, and we can see Lags are still running around cat level 3, going for cartographer percent. Not the smartest move in a race, but you know what? That's what I've been doing a lot in my speedruns. So you've been watching me too much, Lagzor. There are better ways to do it. So here you can see there's swap casting by Nano going on. And these are the great places to swap cast, in my opinion. You just have a lot of open field. There's only 2 boss groups that you're gonna find, maybe 3 if the in Far Oasis and Lost City if you catch the bosses in the right order. So a lot of it is just spent time running around. It's fantastic. We do have some beetles for White Lightning. That's gonna be good experience catch up. He does need a little bit of that. Lagzor finally finds his Andariel. And he is still going to get in that 48 XX time right there. So, takes it down. And he's still on a PB pace. So you know what? Despite all of the rune issues, still on a PB pace. Good for him. We'll have to see how he can push forward at the end. And we can see with his splits compared to White Lightning splits, Lagzor actually has a better PB. With a 214. I think Lagzor has the fastest PB of all of the runners here. 214.54. We have a 217.20 and a 224 for Nano right there. Amateur runners, Raynick with a 222. Nothing for Delataro and a 222 for Suddenly Dan. So actually, these runners are extremely close. That's pretty crazy right there. And we do have a 313 for Sveto. And nothing for Godan. I don't think he has finished run yet. Delataru is coming up. And he does have his Holy Fire. I don't know why he had his Thorns on. Or had... Maybe it was just... I don't know. You never know with him. Since he's swap casting, does he also get the Holy Fire damage? What do you mean? Yes. He's swap casting his main. So the aura is still staying on. He's just swap casting the main animation. So you still get the aura and everything on the right skill. It's just that left skill that's being swap casted. And there you can see Lagzor. And this is where, once again, the zoomies are just great. So Lagzor has a little bit of catching up to do. We do just have Halls of the Dead, though, for White Lightning. I think he might have Far Oasis waypoint, though. So he does have a little bit of room. But experience-wise, the runners are neck and neck. Plenty of room to catch up there. That Ethrune drop came at the perfect time for Lagzor, is all I can say. If he had a couple more runs in the tower, it would have started getting bad. But you can always tower until level 13 and some change before it starts to really kind of go downhill. 14 is, you're like, okay, why am I killing things? 15 is, okay, yuck. Right. Whew. Good morning still. Good morning still. And we don't have, oh, he's gonna do the chain boots. And they roll garbage. Maybe there was some fire res on him. I couldn't exactly see. You like the timers and displays on all characters? Yeah, it's very nice. It's very nice. I appreciate everybody running those because it's very helpful for casting purposes. So we can all see what their resistances are and their levels and all that stuff. Yeah, these runners are swap casting. Some of them. Some of them are swap casting, which is what you're seeing. I have a video on it, !YouTube. How to swap cast, I believe it's called. But not yo friend guy looking and Sveto looking around. They're both catacombs right now. Sveto has a slight advantage in terms of levels in the newbie area, but my screen is way too big, though. I am just a quarter of the screen. There is no better way to stack 3 screens together than as such. Even 2 screens, you can't stack them. I mean, this has to be the size. How does that work between charge and aura? Well, you're not doing it. The aura is irrelevant with it. All you're doing is swap casting charge and zeal. So your character uses the zeal animation to slash, but actually is charging. A tier rune drop for Lagzor again. Still looking for that L rune, which, as we've said before, is not impossible to find in Act 2. It's a pretty common drop in Act 2, I'd say half the time. At the very least right now, he's going to get the tier rune in the scimitar, which is nice. I'm taking away precious room from Tiny Chat. I'm sorry. Okay. Here we go. So, that is really nice to have that mana per kill, right? Stealth is level 17. That is correct. Perfect. Okay. So, it's still nice that he has that at least, but of course the L rune would be great for that chance of open wounds. Do we have a unique... What dropped? Ooh, a Sabre. Unique Saber has dropped right here, and that is actually, not bad. It's got some... It's a scimitar, right? Or a saber, so it's going to have some damage on it. 50% enhanced ED, 10 strength and dexterity, ignore target defense, whatever. Better than just using what he's using. So if he wants to stack a little bit dexterity... Oh, he sold a 12 faster hit recovery Grand Charm. That hurts. That hurts to see. Required 25 dex. It's fine. Just get some dexterity. I would use it. I would make the switch unless I had a steal, personally. I would make the switch unless I had a steal. The real interesting thing to see or note or question will be, does anybody find any crushing blow, right? We have the Gnasher. We have Crush Flange. We have Mr. Llama hitting his microphone. We have Rixot's Keen. We have... What's the fourth one? One more, which I'm not thinking of. What is it? Crush microphone. What's the final one? Oh, the Scepter. Nell's Scepter. That one's pretty rare, though. And there goes Andariel for Not Your Friendly Guy. So any of those 4 items, uniques, can drop. And that changes a lot, because all of a sudden you pop that weapon on and you just go up. Even if you're a hammered in, doesn't matter. You just get your smite, which always hits, and you just go up to Baal and Diablo and just go pop, 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 pop. Over. And that takes a little bit of time off, right? That is going to be helpful. So, Hall's the Dead level 3 for Lagzor. We do have Maggot Lair level 3 for White Lightning, who is definitely still ahead a little bit. But Nano, also in Maggot Lair level 3. Wow. Has Nano gotten his cube as well already? Did someone find Crush Flange during the Sin Run? Yeah, but you don't use it during the Sin Run, so. They could also get Goblin Toes a bit later on. I don't think I've ever found Goblin Toes in a normal speedrun. But what is the requirements on Goblin Toes? What's the strength? 45 or 50? Let's see. 50 strength. Oof, nobody's going to be able to use that. Required level 22 as well. So yeah, you're never using it. All right. Moving forward. Oh boy. Some hot lightning damage there. Lagzor does find his level 15, as does White Lightning and Nano. So these runners still extremely close. Still anybody's game. White Lightning did have that slight lead. But, he gets the faster runwalk boots. He gets the faster runwalk boots in the imbue. What can't go right for White Lightning right now? What cannot go right? It's GG for whoever gets Sanders. Yes and no. Sanders will definitely be helpful, but charge is its own independent move speed. So when you charge, you move at whatever it is, 14 yards a second, 9 yards, whatever exact. I forget the exact yards per second, and that is standard. You're not increasing that speed, except maybe with vigor, but regardless, you're not really increasing that much. Sudden Dan's still using the javelins. Not a huge fan of this move. At this point, I think you want a scepter or scimitar. So yeah, Sanders won't quite be as fast as grabbing them on another character, but could still do well. Could still do decently well and still be helpful. Yeah. Faster runwalk for White Lightning. Just crazy. Just crazy. Can you worry about not charging at that point? No, you need to be charging. Charging is one of the fastest ways to save time on this run, if you can always be charging effectively. Lightning does strike twice. That's right. Ooh, nice shield. Nice shield for Sveto. Good resistance on it. I think it had some faster block rate or faster hit recovery or something. Looked really good. Also, Sveto saving up the chip gems. I believe Sveto is the only person I've seen making those saves, which is very smart. Once again, this is... have we seen other runners with the chip gems? I don't know. This is where you get that plus to Blessed Hammer Scepter, and that can also propel you way forward towards the later half of this run. Can be very helpful. Sudden Dan goes ahead and grabs his cube. Rainik finds a nice boss group. Looks to take that out. Boom goes the dynamite. And back to our main page here of professional runners. Man, it's so close to call. They are just so tightly together. Wow. Claw Viper Temple here for both White Lightning and Lagzor. I wish I could see what pieces they had. Oh no, Nano takes the spill. Oh no. That's going to hurt Nano. That is going to set him behind for sure. Let's see what closest waypoint he has. He does have a far oasis waypoint. But it is right at the start of the far oasis. Ouch. So he's got to charge all the way around. He gets beetles at least if he wants to grab a little more experience. Grabs another boss grouper here or there. But that's difficult. Who's going to first way? Yeah, I mean, that's another huge impact in races. When we used to race, sometimes we would actually set racing to be same seed, right? So we'd have the same exact maps. And when it came to the Arcane, we said we had to run a specific order. So you'd have to go top right, bottom left, top left. Just to try and make it more even and fair. This was before we were doing like, okay, well, we'll just try and see if we can get records on the run and stuff. But it was crazy. Hey, Magazine. A great guy. Or girl. Whichever your gender is. Nano. That spill was brutal. That was very brutal. We do have White Lightning, who has found level 2 Claw Viper Temple. Still Claw Viper Temple level 1 here. White Lightning needs to be careful, though. He does have a TP up. Okay, that makes me feel better. I thought he was running no TP there. I was like, oh boy, that's some scary stuff. That is some scary stuff. And he manages to get in there. Get in the slot. Needs some TPs real fast. But he is first to staff. The White Lightning keeps on striking. A little bit short on gold. A little bit short on gold for sure. He's gonna have to be careful there. Needs to pick up some other things along the way. Yeah, you do not need as many stamina. He found his Saurus belt as well? Oh my god. Dude, White Lightning is just the drop king right now. Hacks. Turn off your hacks. And Lagzor is pretty sick and tired of killing stuff. He doesn't even want to fight those Vipers. He just wants to move forward. Yeah,
it's my birthday, but damn, I'll throw my money at Llama. Best present is watching a race.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Yana. Check out our amateurs. We do have level 15 and 3/4 right there. 15. And Delataru has fallen behind a little bit. He is only level 13 at this point, closing in on the 14. So looks like Delataru has had a little bit of issues with experience here, and that's going to hurt him some. That is going to set him back. He's also running around the Lost City a little aimlessly. Oh, he's looking for a waypoint. Okay. I thought he was looking for the maggot lair in the far oasis. I was like, no. So he'll be heading back to the maggot lair. Looks like all 3 of these players will be in the maggot lair. And for our newbie runners, wow, look at that PB for Sveto. 1841 time saves in Act 1 there. Very well done. Very well done. Happy birthday. It's your birthday, Pixie? What? That's crazy. GG. And Sveto finds himself a waypoint so he can head back. Double birthday! Birthday celebration. Let's see. What was happening 9 months ago? Let's look at that. Halloween? Is that about right? I'm going to get water real fast. 1 second. I actually have a little bit of smoothie left over from yesterday, too. Baby. IRL's a Twitch category? Yeah. Am I drinking tap water? Yes. Is that weird? Everybody drinks some tap water. First coming on stream, he played 2 way back in the day. Discovered Champ a few weeks ago. Hey, thank you so much, Arctur. First time snowboarding in New Zealand in 2 weeks. Any tips? You're gonna suck at the start. Stick with it. I think with snowboarding, it's kind of it'll click sort of thing. So you're gonna suck and fall and fall and fall on your butt and fall on your face, and you're gonna get some gnarly wipeouts. And yeah, and that's not gonna be fun. And you might be a little defeated, especially if you've skied before or something and you're like, I was a good skier, why can't I just do this? It's difficult to learn, but easy to master, whereas skiing is easier to learn but harder to master, right? So just be aware of that, right? Be aware of that. But after a couple of days, if you're actually pushing yourself, you should be able to do okay. And then once you get past that initial bump, everything will be pretty smooth sailing there. So that's generally snowboarding. White Lightning in a bit of trouble here, as he is kind of in a trapped slot. Needs to be real careful. Not going to get that off in time. He has reach of... Oh, and he does. He does manage to squeak by. I thought he was going to be too far from it. Just in time. Just in time. Check out our newbies. We do have Halls of the Dead here. And I believe Sveto has gotten his cube now. No, he has not. I thought he went back and got his cube. Ouch, he is out of money, though. He has a spare Rao rune. You don't need 3, buddy. What do you want 3 for? Just trash it. Just trash it. But gold can be an issue. And Rainik finds himself in a bit of a snake sandwich right there. Getting a little too aggressive in the Claw Viper level 2. It's tough. We've all been there, though. We've all been there. And Sudden Dan doing a good job picking up some gold. Look at all these PB splits for people. Except for Rainik, who's got that Arcane split. Can be a little tough there. And he also falls in Claw Viper level 2. Man, that is just... There's a lot of deaths. There's a death right there for Not Your Friend Guy. That's 3 deaths for him, 1 death for Sveto, 4 deaths for Rainik. Sudden Dan was 0, 2 deaths for Delataru, 1, 3, and 1. So I believe Sudden Dan is the only player not to have died so far. And this is why we didn't do hardcore. This is why we did not do hardcore. Or this race would be Sudden Dan racing himself. Lagzor making his way through the Maggot Lair. Nano already at the Arcane here, so it looks like Lagzor is going to lose a little bit of time in Act 2. Looks like he did have some difficulties there. He's going to need a first way Arcane and some other good stuff if he wants to really catch up at that point. Anybody have their 17 yet? Doesn't look like it. Looks like 16's around. Pavel, 15 months in a row. Kiss for you. Thank you so much. I do appreciate the support. Hope you're having a good day. And Lagzor does find his level 3. And, thanks, Pixie. Is going to be able to pull it out. White turned his hacks off for Arcane. Yeah, looks like it. Looks like he forgot to hack his Arcane way or something. Uh-oh. There's a boss group right there. Lightning enchanted. This is going to be brutal. Punani Tsunami. Thank you so much. Oh my god, Lagzor. Nope. Oh, he's just waiting to die at this point. And there it is. Lightning, and I would just save quit. Yep. Lightning enchanted wraiths. What a terrible boss group. And one to vengeance. We got the rolls going for lags. Or is he gonna get the blessed hammer? One to blessed aim. That's not gonna be good. Won't affect your synergies. Bam! And he does not get it. It was a good try, my friend. It was a good try, Lagzor. A for effort. And White Lightning's Diablo 2 seems to have potentially crashed or something.
Fresh meat.
Mr. Fancy Pants Man! Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate you using that Twitch Prime sub on my channel. Thank you. Uh-oh, Sveto, are you out of health potions? Oh my gosh, he gets the clutch level up. He gets the level up, wow. Game is rejecting his hack program. No, he went offline? Please don't tell me he rage quit. He was in first! Oh, I hate that commercial. That ad is so weird. He rage quit out of first place? What? Internet issues? What? No. Rip. Oh, well, you were in first. Everybody had money on you. Now, Mr. Llama just keeps it all, I guess. Oh, well. I just lost 900K. Not your friend running around right here. Sveto manages to find level 3 end right here with, I believe, no potions left except what he's had on him. Oh my god, is he going to get it before he dies, though? Oh my god, he does not! He's out of potions. He's waiting for his health to regen. He's poisoned. The poison wears off. He just needs to be able to click on the stupid chest. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Get the chest. Get the staff. He does it. He does it. What a clutch move by Sveto. Yeah, so much good luck in that run, White Lightning. You were insane. You were insane. Wow. Wow. And Lagzor paid him to quit. Uh-oh. Do I need to start moderating all this stuff? There you go. There you go, Nano. Wrong weapon. Yes, great run. GG to White Lightning. It's all right. There is still a very tight race here between Lagzor and White Lightning. Lagzor, of course, has found the Arcane Sanctuary, is running on his first way right here, and is dying on his first way as well. Oh, but he gets the rejuves. Clutch rejuves. It's a double Aussie birthday. Looks like he went towards the center a little bit too early right there. In the amateur hour, we do have Rune, who has found himself some Mauler dudes. He's in the tombs already? What? And he says, nah, I'm good. I'm outie. Wow, Rune must have first wayed the Arcane Sanctuary. That's what he needed. That is what he really needed on this race. And let's see if Sudden Dan can get himself a first way as well. He does not. He does not. So he'll be moving towards the second. What up, Evo? How you doing? How are you today? I just first wayed Twitch chat. And Delataro also ran around there. Now, once again, Delataro is a little down in experience. I think he's 15. I'm going to try and grow this. Yeah, he is level 15. He is level 15. Gosh darn it. Does the whole snapping and... Let me readjust his thing. Okay. There we go. There we go. So level 15, that is going to hurt him a little bit. It's going to take a little bit more. He does have a nice experience shrine there. Hopefully should help him out a little bit. Arcane Sanctuary is not a terrible place for experience. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Rainik runs into that same Mauler pack, and it's like, I'm getting out of here. Do I use OBS? I do. I do. We do have Lagzor continuing around, looking for his second way right here to get out. Taurosh's Tomb for Nano. Did not see his exit. But he has level 17 as well. So both these players are level 17. They are neck and neck. At this point, it is just Arcane Sanctuary maps making the difference between our two pro players. And of course, our amateur, Rainik in the Tombs. Two more in the Arcane, so they are right there as well. Almost level 17 for both of those two top players. Aaron Grace do have level 15 and 14. Little Dark Elder find. Uh-oh, gotta be careful. Oh boy, that's death. Oh, just manages to get out of there. Nicely done, not your friend. Nicely done. You hear it's a slog. Yeah, it's definitely a toughie. Definitely a toughie. And Lagzor, can he get the second way? Everybody's fingers crossed for the terrible luck Lagzor. He does not. This is just like Lagzor trying to fight against everything despite the luck he has had. He couldn't roll the Blessed Hammers. He couldn't get the faster run walk. He couldn't get the runes. No Elrune ever. Nice little swap cast right there. That right there can show you the power of a good swap cast. Because that got him through that area, whereas a regular charge, he would have been stuck having to fight through all of those guys prior. Lagzor man versus stream. This is just Lagzor man versus game going on right now. Just man versus game going on. Nano's still running around the tombs. Looks like he did take a death right there. That's his second death of the day. Delataru does find the summoner. That should be helpful. Sudden Dan in a little bit of a pickle there. Does have his level 17. That's great. That's great. Delataru needs another experience shrine. I think that's what he's going to go farm for here. We're going to see a little bit of Act 2. Run around Black Marsh. Man, he's really going deep for an experience shrine as well. He's really going for it. I guess he has 4 shrines to look at in a decent place. I like it. Well done, Delataru. Smart man. Smart grab. I would have got potions prior, though, because now you're burning your time with your experience shrine. Potions is definitely the prior, but hey, I can't say I haven't made that mistake before myself either, so it happens. All right, get out there and fight. Let's go. Where are you going? You don't. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Tarash's Tomb. Raynick does find Duriel. Let's see if he's first at Duriel. Nano's still looking, still has part of his body on the ground over there. Hopefully not an important part. And the amateurs were in the Claw Viper right now and shopping for some boots for not your friend, who is also in the Claw Viper. Decides he wants a little bit of a fight there. Save quit. Just save quit. You got what you need. He'll pop a rejuve instead. Deltaru getting into his tombs with that experience shrine. He does have beetles. A lot of time is lost there. However, gonna use some choking gas potions to help himself out here. I like this move. You can see how fast he's gonna be able to take things down. Just a little bit of extra time save there potentially, but with all these beetles, that is some good experience. He needs to get that 17, and that's gonna be a great way to do it. Suddenly Dan in a tough spot right there. Lags are still running around. He's on his 4th way. Wow, this is just not Lagzor's run. That is just a tough one for Lagzor. And Nano, it looks like, does find the tombs as well. Raynick is going back. Wasn't Raynick at Duriel? Is he just going back for the skill shrine? Was maybe looking for a combat shrine for Duriel? Wait, what just happened? There goes Delataru dropping down. That is rough because he's going to lose that experience shrine now. Did get some experience, though, at least for that time being. Did Raynick die somehow? Or did he save quit? What just happened there? That is something we're going to have to ask him in the post-game interview. Wow. Okay. Well, our first 2 Duriel is now backed out, so it looks like we have more first to Duriel attempts here coming up. Lots of dead bodies strewn all over the ground. It's a long map for Raynick as well. And Lagzor finally 4th ways the summoner and gets out. That's a toughie. Dead ended and save exited? No, he found the tombs. Like, he literally has the tomb right there. You see in the bottom, that's the tombs right there. He literally was at Duriel. I wonder if he died trying to put the staff in or something and had to save quit. Anyways, Delataru does happen to make the find. So Delataru is going to be first to spawn Duriel, it appears, at this point. Oh, nope. Nano already killed Duriel. Well, that was quick. Missed that one. So Nano has now taken the lead. Lagzor has gotten himself into the tombs. Hopefully he can have a fast tombs. This guy's got to get something going his way, right? Nano with that -5 minute split at Duriel. Very nicely done. He's going for 17. Oh, Raynick doesn't have 17 yet. Wow. And Delataru also going to be a little short on that experience. This will make the fight a little bit tougher, but not too bad.
Fresh meat.
Boiling Fury! Dropping the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much. Coming mid-yan. I do appreciate that support. Thank you for using that Twitch Prime. Hope you're having a good day, man. Hope you're having a good day and enjoying the races. And Delataru is going to go ahead and grab a mercenary for this fight. Raynick does have a 17. It looks like that's exactly what he was waiting for. And Duriel commence. So our 2 amateurs are at Duriel there. The tombs for Sudden Dan right behind also has 17.5 actually. This is a very close fight. Let's see if our pro players there lags are at all. He is shopping right now. We'll check in on him later. Raynick does take the first death there. Needs to get a few more thawing potions. Decent time loss there for Sudden Dan in Act 2, unfortunately. A little bit of time loss right there. Act 2 can be tricky. Act 2 can be tricky. Yawning kiss for Boiling Fury, that's right. Just decided to re-download D2. Solid, good choice. It was always a tough fight. This is always a tough fight right here. But looks like Rune gets in a decent slot, getting some good hits off. Has a couple rejuves as well to help out right here. Just hope for no Duriel crits. Get some good hits, whittling him down. Checking on Lagzor again. Lagzor has also found Duriel, getting some great hits in. And we have 3 people at Duriel right now, all about the same health. 4 people at Duriel right now. You can't script this stuff, everybody. We are an hour and a half into this race, and we have 4 people within seconds of each other. Who is going to be first to take him down? They're going back and forth. Is Lagzor going to get this drop? Pre-recorded. Delataru with the takeout. Followed by Lagzor, who's just going for poison stretch. Just hit him with the takeout. Followed by Rune with the death. Sudden Dan doing good damage. He's got his javelin still. Still working those jabs. Interesting choice. Wow, 4 with Pyramid. Even Stream Elements is impressed. Even Stream Elements is impressed. And the race continues here. Rainik finally going to get Duriel down, and pop goes the weasel. Rare jewel in there. That might be good. Sudden Dan right behind him. Oh, chain gloves. Oh, so close. It does have a slows target on hit, though, which could be useful, but it does have knockback. So who really knows? All 3 players there heading into Act 3. Act 3, Act 3. All our pros and amateurs have made it. And we do have Arcane Sanctuary and Palace Cellar right here for our newbie players. So really, our newbies are not that far behind. Our newbies are not that far behind. They are both just at the Arcane. So a little bit of time right there for them. Now, of course, at this point, first to 18 is a very big deal. And Delataru is still trying to get his 17. So he's definitely got a little bit of work to do. Takes those guys out pretty well right there. Gonna go ahead and grab that rejuice. Smart choice. Sudden Dan decides to skip the cinematics. Why would you skip the cinematics? And is gonna go ahead and head to Charcy for a shopping spree. Gonna get a scimitar. Decides to finally make that switch right before 18. Right before 18. And I guess he just wants to farm 18. Right here. I'm very confused by all of the things that are happening on Sudden Dan's screen. Very confused by all the things happening right there. We do have level 18 for Lagzor and for Nano. Have they made the switch? Nano is going to be our first respec of the day. First respec of the day right here. And nice Berserker's Helm for some fire res. Needs to make sure he has enough strength to use that helm. Needs more TPs. That's not going to be the way to do it. There you go. There you go. Some nice gold right there. He should be good for gold for the rest of the day. And Lagzor grabs the eye. I haven't seen inside Nano's cube. I don't know if Nano has the eye or not. Don't know if Nano has that eye or not. Rainik Duriel clip. Thank you. We'll save that for later. There's an Ethrune on the ground for Sudden Dan. If you were someone who needed that Ethrune, that would be the place to get it. So yeah, at this point, getting those hammers is huge. Getting those hammers is huge. We do not have any of our amateur runners quite at hammers yet. Delatario about to get his 17, it looks like, just trying to get that stealth. Does have the curse right there. Needs to potentially get away and takes the death. Oof, big D right there, but he does have his potions there. Arcane Sanctuary begins for Not Your Friend Guy. Sveto on his third way here. Gonna be creating some time loss. Thank you, QC. Oops, wrong channel. Wrong channel there. So, at this point, lags are 18. Still has not switched over to hammers. You can see we do have hammers here for Nano. And we'll have to see if that's going to start propelling him a little bit forward. Obviously, being able to just drop some hammers wherever you need, as opposed to having to stop and manually fight everything, generally considered superior. And Nano has a great marsh. Doesn't look like he has a skip, and it's just going to run forward. 109's a hot IP. Sweet. SOJ servers. No, 109 was 9 days ago. 124 was 7 hours ago. That's the hottest IP there is right now. But you just saw the message? Okay. It hasn't updated yet on my thing yet then. It hasn't updated yet. So, anyways. Oh, wait, are you on what server? You on East? Second SOJ sold? Oh boy. Yeah, this usually takes a tiny bit of time to update, so. So do we 28597? Is that what just happened? Anyways, Lagzor. Still no hammers. Please get hammers. And Nano's not even stopping to kill stuff. Nano at this point is just on a mission to run forward. Just on a mission. Interesting. I'm curious where he's expecting all of his experience to come from. And he runs into a dead end in the Great Marsh. He's going to hope for a connection right here. We'll have to see if he can get that connection. Does not. Gets the waypoint instead. And rough. Tough stuff for both those runners right there. Act 3 for these guys. Level 18 got for Sudden Dan. Let's see when he decides to make that switch over. Rainick still just has that 17. Delatario just at that early 17. So they still have a little bit of time to go. Delatario does have the flare jungle. He's the guy who's just been mapping like crazy, but has not gotten the experience necessary. He even has a really good flare jungle, minus some of the birds, but beyond that, density seems pretty decent. And it's good he has these choking gas potions. That's going to help him out a lot. If he can get to a fast 18, he can be right back in the lead there. Why do I keep... I'm sorry. I need to stop commentating and complimenting these guys because every single time. My bad. And there's the death from Sveto right there. Is Cinevello here? I don't see him right now. Second wave begins for Not Your Friend Guy. Cinevello. And Nano does happen to make it to the flare jungle and gets the waypoint. Good for him. At this point, Lagzor. Oh my gosh. He's going to wait till 19, it looks like. Which is a strategy sometimes used. That's more used on the the Necromancer or the Amazon as you wait until like 19. But Paladin, we've really... For us, it's just felt like hammers. Get to hammers as fast as he possibly can. He does have the choking gas potions, though, so that is going to help. We lost White Lightning. Yeah. White Lightning did drop. He claims internet issues. We'll leave it at that. Will Lagzor ever get a break on maps? No, it doesn't look like it. Lagzor has not gotten a break on anything yet. It has been extremely tough for him. But he's coming up on his 19, which is great. He's got more experience than Nano. So even though Nano's in the flare and Lagzor's back here, I would still say Lagzor is slightly ahead. I'd say Lagzor is slightly ahead right there. Raynick 17 close down 18. Still just 18 there for Sundan. Delatar still 17 and some change. Looks like he's taken a few deaths. This is tough. This is tough. This is where no 18 really starts to hurt for you. But again, this choking gas potions will help, but I mean, it's a long way to 18. It's a long way to 18 if it takes you, you know, all those potions every time you want to get a kill. So we'll just have to see if he can find another experience shrine or something. And Raynick gonna man up versus Sark. Uh-oh. 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 He's charging at him. Okay. Look at our pros right here. Flare jungle for Lagzor. He does find his way over there. Still choking gas. Man up, man down, man down. That's right. Not the greatest flare for Lagzor. Some too many shooters, but there is at least good quantity in there. Good density. And it looks like he should be, after this right here, he should be at 19. And I pray he's a hammered in at that point. I pray he switches over into hammers at that point. There was a scepter for Nano. Can somebody check and see if that scepter has plus to Blessed Hammer? I'm very curious. Lagzor does have the experience lead. Nano really was not pushing experience much at all there through the Great Marsh or anywhere. So it kind of set him behind a tiny bit. And here is Gidbin and level 19 for Lagzor. Go, Hammerden, go. Please. Nano has found the exit to the Flare Jungle and will begin his move through the cross. The Jidbin, sorry. The Jidbin. My bad. And, yeah. Checking our newbies right here. Still second wave for Not Yo Friend Guy. He is at the very end of it. Oh, charge lock. Okay. Whew, he got out. I was going to say, if somebody doesn't know how to get out of charge lock, that could be a huge issue. You have to weapon swap whenever you get charge locked, which is another reason that you swap gas. And he gets the second way while Sveto finds death. That's a tough spot, Sveto. I might, yeah. Save good there. Gets the second way. Huge win right there. Uh-oh, this is going to be tough. This is not going to be good. Don't get trapped from behind. Dead. Oh, there it is. That's tricky. At least +2 Blessed Hammer. +2 to Blessed Hammer Scepter roll for Nano. What a GG find. Probably Evo. Can I wear a GoPro and IRL stream my next hockey game, please? Thank you. I don't think you could use that for a live stream. Well, let's see. GoPro does have like a Bluetooth feature with it. So maybe if I did it on my phone and captured the GoPro to my phone and then cast that out, that could work. Something like that. It'll be a lot easier if Kylie just comes and holds my phone up and, you know, whatever. Get a tripod and do that, or have her just do this. Wow, he got the Two to Blessed Hammer Scepter. That's awesome. That is awesome, and that is going to help Nano a lot here. That is going to help Nano a lot. We need first-person cam. First-person cam would be cool. I think the best I could do is I could just get the GoPro and then play with it and upload it to YouTube afterwards. I think that would be the best I can do. Wow. West hasn't had an SOJ sold in over a year. That's crazy. On anywhere. Not a single server. First person cam goes clips of llamas getting hit. That's true. You still gonna play POD? Yeah, I'll keep going with my Necro after this. West is dead. Rip. I didn't realize it was that dead. I figured, you know, there was at least some people selling SOJs and stuff, but the design of Declone Spawn is dumb. The design of Declone Spawn came out because of SOJ dupes. They wanted to get rid of all the SOJs that have been duped, so they built a system for it. As opposed to like finding a way to fix dupe, which I guess, you know, I mean, it's tough. It's really difficult to fix all of the duping and botting, you know? What's eye tracker? Like where it shows where my eye is on the screen. You played it too since it came out. You've never had an SOJ drop. I've dropped like 7 or 8 SOJs in all of my time playing. But once again, I'm not farming SOJs. If you go and just do Nightmare and Andariel runs and run, you know, a couple thousand of those, which it doesn't take too long. It takes a little bit of time. But, you know, within a couple of days, you could probably find 4 or 5 SOJs, honestly, if you really want. If you're just spamming Nightmare and Andariel over and over and over again. But, you know, it's kind of boring and... yeah, whatever. So we do have Flare Jungle for Sudden Dane, who is going to go ahead and find the Jid bin. Rainik still looking to get that 18. He is closing in on it. Delataru does get his 18, which is good. So he should be switching over to hammers very soon. Sveto is level 14. Ouch. Almost 15 in the tombs. That is actually a huge setback. That is actually a huge setback, only being 15 at this point. As you've seen from our other runners, wow, that is a lot of chip gems for Not Your Friendly Guy. He is going to roll a +3 Blessed Hammer Scepter, I hope, for him. But, yeah, as you guys saw, it's tough. It's tough to be in Act 3 and not have that 18. Oh, Sveto's really pushing forward. Oh, drink some potions. Please, just drink a health pot. Oh, my God. Scaring me, man. Scaring me. Single player in Duriel reset times are a 3-minute per game average to not get temp banned on realms. I'm saying single player. If you're on Battle.net, then you're doing Nightmare and Andariel. Maybe you can do Duriel as well if you'd like. You can do Mephisto. You know, and you can kind of bounce around between some of those other dudes. But if you're doing Battle.net, honestly, I would say just do it Hell-wise, because Hell and Andariel has a pretty similar drop rate. It's not quite as good, but pretty similar, and you can get way more items there. Plus, you can get better other things to farm just in general. So Nano's still running around to sewers. It looks like he did move forward probably to that Trav waypoint. And then double back. Lags are heading through the dungeon right here. So good for him. Good for him. He does have that 19, almost 20. Whereas Nano is just that 18. But once again, Nano does have that +2 to Blessed Hammer Scepter. So that's going to be huge. That's going to be a lot of damage on Baal and Diablo. And we're going to be able to see that. And even Mephisto, we're going to be able to see that kind of take its effect over the course of this run. And Lagzor did not roll the Blessed Hammer. He was trying for it, but stuff. These times are really long. Do you remember when your times were this high, Llama? It's very normal. Let me just say that. It's not absolutely unheard of to have these times. These are good runners, right? But it's very crazy, all the minor differences. Yeah, that was the modded crazy run. The theoretical run, Johnny. What up, Zaz? A lot of people got really upset with the theoretical run. They're like, this is dumb. Wow, that was 14 to energy and he sold it? Oh, I would have used that, Rainick. It's just a theoretical best possible run. Obviously, it'll never happen. The chances are 1 in a gigabillion of that run ever having any chance of happening. Nobody's ever expecting anything even close to that. But it's just fun. I think the best part about it is with the theoretical run, it proves out how crazy Diablo 2 is in terms of RNG and how much there were a lot of POD players. How much fun it is to run this game because things are always changing and there's so many things to think about, right? When you're coming up with that theoretical run, you're like, oh my gosh, this is insane, right? Like, you can run down to 22 minutes in this game if everything is crazy right. But of course, you're never going to have it because the RNG is so crazy. So that's why you see things that are 15 minutes difference, right? You see all these giant differences. I can run a 150 Paladin one time and a 210 Paladin the next time and have run just as skilled as I did, but it's just maps and all that stuff. So it shows kind of the grind of Diablo 2, but also just the skill of Diablo 2 and being able to recognize and make those decisions that can help improve your play as you go. So, hey, not your friend guy, getting ready for some Duriel. And Sveto, level 17 in Act 3. Nicely done. What up, S-Roy? How the race is going? They're going well. Looks like we do have our Lagzor. Level 20 at Mephisto. Wow. This man just does not give up. Nice time saves in Act 3. Nice time saves in Act 3. Nano.
Fresh meat.
Fizzard. Kiss for you. Yeah, we blinked and Lagzor's at Mephisto and Mephisto is dead. What a runner, man. This guy just does not give up. He is going for his 3rd title in a row. 3rd title in a row right here. That's crazy. These 3 runners, we do have Lower Cross, Flare Jungle, and Flare Dungeon level 3. So all of our amateur runners are right next to each other. Right next to each other. And
fresh meat.
We almost have everybody in Act 3. Diggin' X. Mwah. Hey, Kiss too as well. Thank you for using that Twitch Prime sub here. I do appreciate that. And the Duriel fight begins. Oh boy, careful. Careful. I hope you have a TP up. And lags are first Act 4. See, now you have to remember, on the world record runs, we are fighting Baal right now. Both the hardcore and softcore. One more chance for it, does not get it. Ouch, but that's at least worth a lot of gold. So that's something. That's how crazy this is. Like, the difference in times and maps and everything like that is insane. You know? Like this is the professional category. These are very good runners. And humble brag. No, I'm just saying, like, you see such large differences. 149 and 150 for the hardcore and softcore. They're like right next to each other. Teo has the hardcore, I have the softcore. Or reverse that? No, that's it. But, you know, that is, once again, we both had plus Blessed Hammer Scepters like Nano has. I had a +2, and I think Teo had a +3 in his. And, you know, just good stuff all around. I think I fourth weighed the Arcane in mine, though. You start probably enjoying the game characters around Act 4 once you get decent level and skill points. Yeah, so this is where the game definitely gets a little more fun, I would say, for playing. Like, the best part of the Paladin is when you switch into hammers, because then you're a hammered and you just get to blast hammers everywhere and have a good time. Nano second to enter Act 4. Our Act 3 runners for the amateurs are all very, very close, though. And yeah, the other thing is you don't have to collect all the organs and all that stuff. You're just running to the bus. Not Yo Friend Guy having a little bit of difficulty with Duriel, as a lot of people do. And Sveto snags the eye. So Sveto leading the newbie category. Really tough to call who's leading right here. Let's see. 18, 19. Is that 18 for Delataru? Yes. Almost 19 there. Suddenly Dan. It looks like Suddenly Dan is leading with the sewers. Or Sudden Dan. So Sudden Dan has taken over the lead here, which is very surprising. Not like surprising that Sudden Dan took over, but I mean, just there was a big shift in all of the players. He is having a tough time in the sewers, though. It looks like he might have got center sewered. Might have got centered. That sucks. So that's gonna drop off a little bit. Is there a cap for how many people can participate? No. So anybody is allowed in these races. Anybody is allowed in these races. This is a smaller race for us. Obviously, Path of Diablo reset was yesterday. I was late to announce it this time, and this is the Paladin, which is a less played character in general. So I expected this to be one of the smaller races. Source race will be next. Go join up, though. In the Discord, I have a racing channel. I really hope you guys go join up. Middle of summer, too. Yeah, a lot of vacations and all those things. It happens. I am totally good with it. So go join up for future races. All you do is go hang out in my Discord, and then I'll post in the D2 Racing channel whenever the next race is going to be. And you just sign up, say you want to join, and can just get the layout that I have pinned there. There it is. Oh, he did get screwed. Wow, it's even on the all the way around. Oh, man, that's such a... Poor Sudden Dan. He's going to lose a lot of time right there. Making you wait for Barb Race? I am. We're going to have like 2 people sign up for the Barb Race. You will join the Source Race? Yeah, we'll probably get more people in on the Source Race, and then the Barb Race can be nobody. Lags are taking the wrong path here. Looks like he doesn't quite know his River of Flame maps completely. We'll need to work on that piece. It's those little things right there. That right there is 10, 15 seconds. That's the difference. All of the places that you save 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. That's where you get the whole, 25-minute difference in the end. So a lot of people think it's big things. Like, oh, fourth way Arcane versus first way Arcane. That's the difference between, YU versus me, whatever it is. But a lot of times it's just the little, know your tile sets a little bit better. Don't run quite as far in the catacombs into that dead end. All of those things. Those are the big differences between the very top runners, or just every layer of runners. Every time that you memorize a new tile set and add that to your memory, right, your collection, and can get out of that area a little bit faster, it's going to speed you up a ton. Oh, oof. That is a scary place for Lagzor. He is going to be well over leveled. He is going to be well over leveled in this run. But Nano manages to also get in. We have both of our runners right next to each other. The issue is Nano is short on experience. He is not going to gain experience up to 20 in this Chaos Sanctuary. I would be very surprised. He's going to have to kill almost everything in this sanctuary if he wants to get that. So I'm imagining he's going to end up just short, and that's going to be difficult for him. Sudden Dan, first Mephisto for the amateur runners. This guy just came out of nowhere and is killing it right now. Well done, Sudden Dan. Uh-oh. He's got... Need to kill these guys. If you don't kill Y-End or any of those guys, they will screw you over completely. They will completely screw you over as they will heal Mephisto. It's pretty awful. Level 31, where is best experience? Poison over Necromancer. Oof. Normal Baal. Or you can run Nightmare Countess and Nightmare Act 1 stuff. Ooh, 1 to concentration. Not a terrible roll. Surprised he's going to roll out of it. He gets the 2 to Blessed Hammer. He gets it. Wow. Wow. Not Your Friend Guy gets the +2 to Blessed Hammer. Hacks. Hacks. Nano. Not Your Friend Guy. Crazy. Just craziness. Pre-recorded. That's all I can say. So it looks like Lags are ready to take on the final bits here, and he does have that level 20 and a half. He's gonna have some serious over leveling right there. But you know what? It's okay, because that's allowed him to have his additional levels of hammers here. So Diablo, here we come. Whereas Nano is just behind him. And like I said, Nano is short on experience. He is not going to get all the experience that he does need. This would help. I would kill everything here. I mean, it's going to be some. You got a boss group in there. But you're still going to be just super short. Wait, was it level 24 required on the +2 to hammer? Was it? No. I didn't look at the level required. I thought it was just level 18 required because he was level 17 when he crafted it. Oh no, that's awful. Lags are going for that Diablo kill. Might be taking a Diablo death here pretty soon though. No. It's not always 24. It's just whatever else he rolled on that besides +2 Blessed Hammer was level 24 required. That sucks. That really, really sucks. There you go, Laxar. And Nano begins his Diablo fight. Let's see where we're at over here. We're already in the City of the Danged for Sudden Dan. Our other two guys just finishing sewers right there and heading to Trav. And our newbie runners, Great Marsh. Ouch. Looks like Sveto took a bad death somewhere and got caught behind. And Not Your Friend Guy has made it to the spiders. Let's go back to our two leaders. We're fighting the big D. How important is the defense stat on armor? Oh, for something like fortitude? Yeah, you'll want it more the higher up. If you're speedrunning, defense is irrelevant. If you're a higher up player who has fortitude and things like that, it's going to be more important. Defense is used in the calculation of whether or not something hits you. Level and defense versus monsters attack rating and defense or level. Those are the like two competing factors in the formula. So the higher your defense is, the less chance they have of hitting you. But when you're speedrunning, it's pretty irrelevant because you're so low leveled that it doesn't even really matter. And it's hard to get super high defense stuff anyways at that point. Ooh, that was close for Lagsort. And wow. This is everybody's just trying to dodge that lightning hose right now. Are they racing on the same seed? They are not. This is just a show of how crazy close everything is. So remember when all 5 runners were killing Duriel at the same time, just about? Well, now you have the top 2 runners at Diablo and the other 3 runners, Sewers, Durance of Hate, and River of Flame. So that right there is a great show, once again, of skill level differences, right, between the pros and the amateurs. They were both at the exact same, they were all at the same spot at Duriel. And, you know, and the professionals were able to just have small little things to kind of push them ahead. Speedrun on a source. Best item I could get. Hell or normal speedrun? Best item? I'd probably say Skin of the Viper Magi. Res, skill, faster cast rate. Even the damage reduced there. Super nice. Something like Spectral Shard or Suicide Branch or Oculus is also, of course, very solid. IO Staff or the Joe Staff, whatever it's called. That's really nice. Yeah, you know. But there's a lot of great items. Anything that's plus res and plus res, plus faster unlock, plus faster cast rate, hit recovery, resistances. You know, if I find boots that are 20, 30 faster run walk with try res on them, yeah, you know, that's pretty sick, right? Or faster hit recovery on them. A Demon Hide Sash with a ton of life, hit recovery, and resistances. Those are GG items. There's a lot of really good items that you can get along the way. And we do have Mephisto for Delatari right here. And he's going to take a kill right there. Take a death. That's right, Giant Gogo. Some unique bosses have fixed titles. Yes, there's unique bosses, and then there's super unique bosses. And then you have your, like, act bosses. You keep running while they're going backwards. Yeah, I'm switching the feed. Sorry. This is the... Notice the, like, color around me, and this is professionals. And we've got, here we go, Nano needing to level up like I talked about before. This is going to be a big setback. This is going to allow Lagzor a little bit of that lead to go forward with. But remember, Nano does have a +2 to Blessed Hammer Scepter. So that might help out a lot on Baal. Here you can see this is the Amateurs run. Delatario takes down Mephisto. Rainik has had some difficulties in Act 3. You can see he is plus 10 minutes over that Act 2. And plus 14 in total right there. A little bit of tough time for Rainik in Act 3 here. Sudden Dan doing a great job right now. He also has his level 20. Perfect. Is Rainik only 18 or is he 19? He's only 18. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's another huge issue. Rainik is going to run into the same problem Nano did. He is going to be short on experience. Oh, boy. And Delatario is an appropriate level. He should be able to just crack 20 by the end there. Sveto still just has that 17. He has been punching his way through everything. And same with Not Your Friend Guy. So these guys are actually pretty close. No! Not Your Friend Guy is choosing to concede. Oh, no. And this is what can happen in the Paladin run. You're doing great, man. You're literally right next to Sveto. You and the newbie racers are right next to each other. Oh. Paladin is rough. That it is. 20 for Nano. And Nano is now just on the steamboat. Let me power through. Kill as little stuff as possible. You might note how they're moving. Once again, this is swap casting. This is what swap casting looks like. He has swap casted the hammer animation over charge. Sometimes it does result in a black wall. But he has swap casted the hammer animation over charge. So it looks like he's casting a hammer and kind of ice skating. But he is not actually casting hammers at all. That is fake. All he is doing is charging, but not having to use the charge animation, which is a terrible animation that gets locked up. How does it work? I have a video describing it on my YouTube, !YouTube, how to swap cast. That'll give you a very in-depth, but the basics is he is taking the hammer animation and forcing it on top very quickly. It's a frame perfect trick just about. Forcing it on top of the charge animation. Yes, white has dropped due to internet issues. And so at this point, it is just a race. It's a race. It's a race. I'm winning. Lagzor versus Nano. The race to the finish. Our amateurs. Is Sundan at Diablo yet? He is. Sundan's at Diablo. He's looking to maybe try and push his way up close there. It might be just a little bit too far behind. GG to not your friend guy. Why is it harder for paladins? Just so many pieces about it. One, being a melee character is tough. The skill build's a little tough. Even when you have hammers, you have to be very aware of the path that hammers hit and how to hit with it. Getting to level 18, though, is very difficult. It's just tough, man. It's just hard all around. Why did your friendly guy quit? I think it just added up. I think it was just too much, too difficult. Just maybe won and maybe died in a bad spot and just said, okay, never mind. 18 deaths, you can see right there. I think that's 16 deaths for Sveto. Our amateurs have 11 deaths for Delataru, 7 for Rainik, 0 deaths for Sudden Dan still. Wow. And 3 deaths and 8 deaths for Nano and Lagzor. So it's tough. It's tough. Your new speedrunning pal has always been your favorite. Yeah, I mean, it's fun, but it's hard. It really is hard. He's a tough character to play, especially if you want to get into like swap casting and doing all that stuff. So Lagzor is at the Ancients. Will this man pull it out? After all of the tough luck and everything, will he pull out 3 in a row? Will he pull out 3 in a row? Maybe. We will just have to see, I suppose. We'll go ahead and move Sudden Dan up into here. You never played Assassin the entire game and still never liked it. I'm not a huge Assassin fan. Assassin's okay. But why is it must have to have a million potions? Because he burned through a lot of potions. Not your friend guy. First race is Paladin. Hey, you did a great job. You literally were right next to Sveto this whole time. Like in the newbie category, you were literally right there. So, you know, that was a great job. Uh-oh, that's a death for Delataru. Tough trying to get in there. He probably should have stopped to kill a few more things. Now it's going to be a little trickier, as he is not in a great spot for a Hammerden to try and kill stuff. And he's going to be dragging stuff from behind him. At this point, taking a death here would be better, because he can just escape to the top right through his TP. We do have Mephisto for Rainik. But let's go back to our leaders right here. We'll go ahead and throw Sudden Dan onto the professional stream at this point, as he has made it to Act 5 as well. So he is looking to race in there and catch up. Lags are doing a great job, though. Really building himself a nice lead at the end. And great Worldstone map right there. Throne. Oh, nope. I thought he was in level 3. Just kidding. Gets the waypoint. Hey, just in case. You know what? Just in case. It's a race. Be a little safe, right? Something like that. Is Sundan really at 0 deaths? Yeah. He has yet to die, which is amazing. I mean, every other person has died at least like 3 times, all the way up to 18 or something. It was very, very tough. All right, we have Nano at Ancients. Not too far behind. A little bit of trouble, actually, for Lagzor down here on the Worldstone Keep. If Nano can have a Worldstone Keep, he is going to be very close. Hacks. Yeah. If Nano can power through this right here, he could be very close. Finally into the Throne of Destruction. Just got one. Sure, I'll do that, Yaxtech. After races, though. If he finishes without death, can he submit a hardcore runtime? No. That is actually not something that we have allowed. We just say if you do it, because otherwise nobody would ever run hardcore. You would just run softcore until you died. Or you would run on softcore until you died, and then you would submit as a softcore run, otherwise submit as a hardcore run, right? So it doesn't really make sense there. First wave ready for Lagzor. Nice first wave kill. Very, very, very clean. Ancients are down, though, for Nano. Nano is pushing in. Second wave going to begin. Let's check in on our newbie here. Sveto having a little trouble still in these sewers. He has been all around these sewers looking for this final piece. And let me shut that down right there. Raynick and Delatario. Delatario in Act 4 in the Chaos. Ooh, almost takes a death. Just managed to squeak by. Again, take Lord Stays down. 1 to go. 1 to go. Let's head back over here. How do you do the charge glitch? Check my YouTube. How to Swapcast. Wave number 3. Uh-oh. Is he going to take the death? No, he does not. No, he does not. If Lagzor pulls this out, I mean, man, that is just a guy that looks in the face of adversity and just says, you can deal me a bad hand. I'm still going to win. This is like in poker. I mean, he probably got like a 9-3 offsuit. White Lightning got some queenies. And Nano probably started with, 10-9 suit or something. And Lagzor's still looking to pull it off. Still looking to pull it off here. Yeah. He is doing a great job. This would be his 3rd win in a row. I might have to start racing just to knock him out. Who is going to be the guy to come in and race and knock out Lagzor from this lead? He is on wave 5. He is pulling. Nano is at wave 1. Life hands you lemons. Make life take the lemons back and demand to see a manager. That's right. You say, I didn't want no lemons. I want some dang strawberries, and I demand to see a manager, or I'm going to write you a bad Yelp review, Life. And Life doesn't want too many bad Yelp reviews. Nano looking for wave 2 right here. Lags are having a little bit of trouble with wave 5. This is given a little bit of time, but we also have to remember that Nano does have a plus. Oh, it's a Pro 2 quote. Oh, I haven't played Pro 2. Well, I played a tiny bit, but not much. Nano does have a +2 to Blessed Hammer Scepter, which is going to speed him up. Wave 3 going down already, but he is going to need to restock on potions. That is precious time. Very precious time. And Lagzor is in on Baal. Lagzor is in on Baal. Gets an immediate clone. Of course he does. He's Lagzor, and he just cannot catch a break at all today. Doesn't look like those hammers are in range of Baal, though. Needs to get a slightly better positioning. Baal runs away. Baal is jumping all over. This is some tricky stuff. This is some tricky stuff for Lagzor. Nano going for the death strats on the pool. Is this wave 4 or 5, though? It is 5. Wow. Okay, he already killed 4. Man, Paladin just clears so fast. And Sudden Dan done with Ancients. He's ready to move forward. Lagzor opts to not clear the clone out, but instead chooses to fight. Interesting strategy. We'll have to see how this one pays off at this point. And I think he's just going to say, screw it, I'm clearing this clone. Not a lot of damage done right there. And Nano bringing it back. I can't zoom in because him and Nano are both now at Baal. Nano, quit. What are you running around looking for? What are you doing? What? He's out of TPs. No. Nano is out of TP scrolls. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. The throw. Oh no, Nano. Oh no. He gets one. He manages to somehow get one. The race is back. Sudden Dan was licking his chops, looking for second place right there. But the race is back on. Please refill. That luck. Kill 2 harpies and get one, yeah. But Lagzor already has Baal down to half. Baal clones again, though. Baal says, I'm going to give Nano a chance here. Lagzor feeling a little ballsy again. Wants to hang in there, get as much damage. Maybe kill the clone off as well. And Nano's just taking his time. I don't think he realizes how close he is. Nano, please. He's going to get another. You don't need 40 TP scrolls. I know that you're worried, Nano, but... Oh my gosh. Back to town again to get rid of a clone. And here goes the damage wailing. Look at Nano's damage. That +2 to Blessed Hammer is huge. But is it enough? Did he spend too much time in town right there? As Lagzor is bringing down Baal. Nano's doing fantastic damage. He gets cloned now, though. That's going to hurt. That's going to set him back if that Baal starts getting involved in some action. Lagzor gets cloned as well. Nano's just going to escape. He's going to leave. Nano's going to leave, get rid of this clone immediately. He has 40 TP scrolls for some God knows what reason. Please, Nano. Just go. Just go. Lagzor just wants to go for the finish. Will this be too greedy or will he get it off? He's getting mana burn left and right. He's got him on both sides. Clone is going to drop. He's just going to kill the clone. He doesn't even need it. He doesn't even need to go back. Baal is very low life. Nano's getting some good shots in. But Lagzor has him so close already. Down another clone, and that's probably going to seal the deal. As Nano heads back to town right there. And Lagzor heads up to Baal for his victory lap. The man who had it all taken away non-stop in this run. Couldn't find luck anywhere. Has now taken out Baal for his third first place finish. GG to Lagzor. Wow. GG to Lagzor. Nano gonna go ahead and come in here and finish up Baal, doing great damage. I mean, he's not gonna be very far behind. Let's check in our other runners real fast. Raynick, somehow alive, should be dead. What? How did Raynick survive in that? Holy cow. In the Chaos Sanctuary right there. Delataru in Act 5. Sveto. No goal. Oh, that's it. That's what was happening for Not Your Friend Guy. Sveto is looking to kill Mephisto. Just gets his respec done there. Good for him. Let's check in on Nano there. What a comeback. Wow. Wow. What a comeback. It's insane. Swedish pride. Oh my gosh, the GIF. And Sudden Dan already at wave 5. Remember, Sudden Dan was one of our amateur runners. Gonna go ahead and get these Deathstrap pool. Won't be enough to catch up to Nano. Nano got lucky with that TP scroll. The 3 in a row hat trick for Nano. That is right. Guess 2 is fine. What? Three is fine. Nano with the clear. GG to Nano. 2:19:45. A minute 30 behind. Man, think if Nano had that TP scroll immediately and didn't have to run back and fetch it. That would have been really a close race. Lagzor claims the 6th fastest time in the world, and Nano claims the 7th. So not small feats by any means. Very good runs to both of them, or for both of those guys. Very good runs for both of them. GG's. That was so close. If Nano didn't run out of TPs, it would have been within 20 seconds, I think. Yeah, you were both unlucky to run out and lose your chance at first, but also you saved your chance for second. And that's a PB of 4 minutes for Nano right there. That's a 4-minute PB. Well done. Well done. So at this point, Sudden Dan going for Baal, and Baal is standing, not doing anything.
Or in the bathroom, always have extra TP on hand. Kappa.
Always. Mwah. Thank you so much, Home Watcher. I do appreciate that. Thank you for that support. 2 months in a row. Mrs. Week's race. Yeah, next week will be, or not next week. Next week is Man vs. Stream. It might be either 2 or 3 weeks from now. We'll do our next race, and it will be Sorceress. We'll do Sorceress. So we'll come back for Sudden Dan real fast. Jammo. Mwah. Thank you so much. Rainick trying to finish up Act 4 here. Gonna take a death. A little too many burnies on him right there. Hopefully he has a good TP. And maybe having some gold issues. Ooh, that should be decent gold. That should be helpful. Let's go back to the pros here as Sudden Dan comes in and almost beats his PV. Look at that. Seconds away from beating his PB time. So close. Well done. And in a race, that is very tough. That is very tough to beat your PB. Takes the third. Some nice sharkskin boot drop right there. I want him to ID those and see what those are. Please get the boots. Yeah, let's take a look. Take a look at the booties. Look at the booties. 2:18:18, 2:19:45, and 2:22:34. Very close times. Did he have Sanders? Wow. I didn't see Dan grab Sanders. I did not see Dan get Sanders booties. Diablo dropped them, maybe? That's huge. That's huge. Type finishers into the box. Oh, good call. We have Diablo for Rannick. Let me go ahead and do this while we're here. Lagzor with a 2:18:18 Pro. Nano BT 2:19:45 Pro. And Sudden Dan the 2:22:34 Amateur. And White Lightning DNF And not your friend guy, the DNF. Okay. Pew. And cool. So Sveto heading through towards Mephisto, or has Mephisto actually. Needs to kill Wind right there. Whichever that one is. I think Wind's on the other side. Raynick at El Diablo. We can actually move all the racers to one page here. So let me go get Sveto's move at this point. This will just be easier. Paladin's a toughie. Paladin is a very toughie, boys. Very tough racer.
Fresh meat.
Sweet Sword likes his name. Good call. There we go. And a kiss to ride him. Mwah.
In Octopath Traveler, a new world awaits. 8 travels, 8 adventures, 8 ways to forge your future.
No.
Choose your fate.
Stop
8
it.
stories await. Octopath Traveler.
Stop it. Hashtag ad. My bad. Kylie's been talking about that game left and right, so. Uh-oh. Raynick stuck in the bone right there. Stuck in the bone, and there you go. Gets away from it. Needs to get some potions, though, in some brutal areas right there. Looks like Sveto's still trying to just get this Mephisto kill, trying to clear out everything else along the way as well. Playing very far away from Mephisto, which I wouldn't recommend, because when you're far away from Mephisto, he's going to cast balls of ice, lightning, and sparks. When you're up close, he casts Frost Nova, Poison, and every now and then he'll cast, something like Charge Bolt or whatever, which can murder you. But less chance of him doing the absolute, all the terrible stuff. So you really want to be up on top of him, so he'll just Poison and Frost Nova and try and physical you, and it'll be a lot better. You'll take a lot less damage. Plus your hammers are more guaranteed hit, right? Mr. Fourthway Raynick over there having some real Diablo struggles, but he's about to take Diablo down. Maybe. He is frozen. If Diablo casts lightning, that's going to be tough. Sudden Dan, mwah, a kiss for you. Thank you for the sub. Congratulations on the 3rd place right there. Very, very nicely run. Very nicely run. I am very impressed. This is your first race, Dan, right? This is your first race? How many joined the race? We had 8. 8 for today's race. We knew it was going to be a little smaller. Path of Diablo. Me being late on announcing it. And it's a Paladin. But I was very happy to have a pro category, an amateur category, and a newbie category. That was great. Bad headache, couldn't handle the race. And it's, like I said, it's Paladin. I get it. 3rd Pally race, first on stream. Yes, for the stream, I mean. Nice. Very well done. That is a very good time. I am extremely impressed with the quality of runners that we have. You gotta be even closer, Sveto. I mean, like, get up on him. Get right on him. Sin and Druid gonna catch the most. Sorceress probably after that. Then Amazon, Paladin, Necro below that probably, and then Barbarian. I doubt catches. Yeah, hug Mephisto. There you go, Sveto. See, you'll see he's just trying to physical and poison and Frost Nova. Every now and then he will hit you with something that's going to hurt. But softcore, you just got to get there. Sorceress will be next, I believe. 30 seconds off your PB and listen to Judging Llama. Wow. Probably not. Sorry. You did really good. You did a very good job. So these are our 3 runners left. We have Sveto in the top right, who's one of our newbie runners. I've just moved him onto this amateur screen. That was tough. About to kill Mephisto there. Raynick, who is laggy like no other. But should have his Act 5. I believe he killed Diablo, right? Yes, he did. Peace out. Have a good one, Dan. Have a good one. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are all over POD. When do I reach evil overlord status? You're probably close to it. What is Raynick doing? You don't need an experience shrine. You're close enough to 20. Just go kill stuff. Just go to the Flare Jungle or something, man. Go to the Canyon of the Magi. Call it Gucci. And down goes Mephisto. Yeah. This is, at this point, you don't need an experience shrine at all. Tough throne for Delataru. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's 10 Death Lords. Oh my god. Oh, that is awful. Truly awful. The death count so far. Raynick 14, Sveto 30, Delataru 20. It's a toughie. Uh-oh. Ooh, 7 life for Delataru. 7 life. 3 deaths for Lagzor. Dan, did you ever take a death? I think Dan was... Well, he left. He said he went to his friends. Or hang out with his friends. I think Dan took 0 deaths. Paladin's tough, man. Paladin is very tough. There you go, Raynick. Yeah, you just go kill things out here and get your 20. Dan had 2 intentionals. Yeah, those don't count towards death count. Very nicely done. POD will be later. I'll probably do... We're going to finish these races up. I'm going to get food. Probably just go grab a burrito. It'll be like 30 minutes. And then I'll come back and I'll play some more of my... my hell hard... Or my... Not hell, but my hardcore necro for POD a little bit more. That's right, Lagzor. Hey, it's softcore race, not hardcore race. You can take those deaths. All right, there you go, Raynick. Raynick just moving on. When it's cut off, 4 hours. So everybody here, it looks like, should be below 4 hours. So we shouldn't have any problems with that. Is Sveto going back for more experience at this point? Looks like it. I mean, he will need to get more experience. Is he 18 or 19? I think he's 18. Yeah, that is a problem. He is going to have to farm a little bit more EXP. Dude, Lagzor, you had the worst RNG ever. It was so bad. Qdoba is tasty but expensive. I mean, I like Qdoba burritos. They're a little bit pricier, but the queso is very good. I haven't had Chipotle's queso, but I've heard people say it's bad. And then Freebirds is way too expensive. I went back there because I was like, oh, yeah, I'll do Freebirds one time. And then, you know, it was just like, I got like a smaller burrito than I get at Chipotle, and it cost like $11 or something. And I was like, yeah, and I got chicken too. It was like an $11 chicken burrito that was smaller than my Chipotle burrito. It's pretty weak. Pretty weak. Can I expect a Shell and an Amaranth from Amarcantus? You can find them there. I wouldn't say expect it, but if you farm it, 7, 8, 9 times. So that was very disappointing. I'm probably not back at Freebirds, unfortunately. I also got the like big size. They've got like regular burrito and then monster burrito, and I got the monster burrito because I was like, give me a big burrito, and it was still like that big. Maybe it was like tiny. I was like, I thought the monster is supposed to be like this big or something, you know? What happened to that? Well, none of the guys have jumped in the Discord for interviews yet, so if they jump in, I'll interview them. If not, then we'll chill. Okay, there's Lagzor. Ba-doop. Lagzor, the 3-time champion thus far. Who's gonna take you down? Who is gonna take you down now? Where is your weakness?
I know it's impossible, actually.
Wow. All right, I'll tell Teo it's impossible. We'll see how it goes.
No, not Teo. Anyone else?
Slimo, right? GG though.
No. I keep getting horrific Act 1 and Act 2 RNG. Then it
was
okay
so bad.
there, but
it was so bad.
I never get the runes.
You couldn't roll the Blessed Hammer Scepter. You got 4th Wade in the Arcane Sanctuary. It took you 5 years to get the runes, and you still never found Steel, right? You never got the L rune.
Nope.
Just to get the Eth rune, you were in there forever. I mean, we were all just like, oh my god, all of us felt terrible for you the whole time. Every time everything happened, we're like, of course, this is just lags or luck. And yet still, you pulled it out. So tell us a bit about the run. Walk us through it a little bit.
Well, yeah. One more thing about the Countess that I don't really get the runes.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 shrines and I still never get either an experience or skill shrine. It's just nothing goes right.
Jeez, race luck.
Kind of got bad maps in Act 2, I guess. I found a unique saber thing.
Yeah. Did you end up using that?
I tried it and it was slower than the scimitar, so I just tossed it away and kept using my no damage scimitar because I feel like it still did more damage.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I thought it might work, but
yeah, it felt way slower in the attack speeds.
Okay, maybe it was. Yeah, I mean, when you have Holy Fire, you just want to hit as much as you can with that. Yeah, that was the one thing that I saw, and I was like, oh, maybe it's good, but I guess not.
I kind of feel like I was behind all the way to maybe Act 4, Act 5. I'm not sure.
That sounds about right.
How far behind I was. I think I was like quite a bit behind in Act 2, etc. How did it look?
You caught up by Duriel, I think.
Oh, really?
I think White Lightning got a little ahead, but I'm pretty sure everybody killed Duriel. You, all the professionals, and all the amateur racers except White Lightning, who was a little bit ahead, all killed Duriel at the exact same time, within like 30 seconds of each other.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was very close. So, you know, I think the big thing was experience for you. Yeah, you stuck in the tower longer, things like that, but you still left at like level 13, right? Like it wasn't like you were there till level 15 or 14 when the experience.
I left at 12 actually.
Oh, it was like 12 and 3/4 or something like that.
I didn't really get many packs in like the barracks and
yeah.
Really thin with the packs there.
Yeah.
So I didn't really get too much of a level advantage either. I think I was 13.
Well, it wasn't an advantage, but I would say tower experience, it goes to prove out that tower experience is very good still, right? So yeah, even if you're, you want to leave at like 10.5, 11, but if you leave at 12.5, 13, you aren't too far behind because they're going to have to stop and get that experience somewhere anyways.
Yeah.
So
I got great experience in Act 2. I got quite a lot of beetles actually, but
yeah,
in general I had so many monsters in Act 2, so I had to kill so many things.
Yeah.
And 4-way, etc. So
yeah. I
was doing fine on experience, even without getting any shrines and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, you got that level 20 prior to finishing Act 3, which
I got this fairly early in Act 3.
Which ended up over-leveling you somewhat, but at the same time, it's not terrible because the extra damage from hammers and chaos and on Diablo and Mephisto and all that is helpful. So that was another thing,
it's,
you know.
Like it's a bit low damage even at 19 when you don't have any plus skills.
Yeah, it really is. It's amazing how every skill point, those first couple are so huge. One question I did have was your insistence on continuing until level 19 with no hammer, as opposed to making the switch at 18. Did you really find better?
I didn't have any plus skills, so I thought it would be too little damage at 18. I'm not sure, actually. It's my third finished Paladin run,
right?
You know, so I'm still happy with it. But
yeah, because that's something that we switch at 18 immediately in our runs. Yeah.
I thought I was supposed to wait for 19. Actually, I thought 18 was too low without.
That's
any plus
for
skills.
Necro. Necro, you wait till 19 or later.
Oh, right.
But Paladin, we used to wait till 19, I believe, but then we started just switching to 18 because it was just having the hammers, even though the damage is not great, having the hammer is just better. It's just
so much easier.
It's just so much easier. You can just cast them. You're not having to spend time waiting to hit. And all the guys in Act 3 are tiny little guys that you're just trying to, you know, it's just like, ugh. So it's, you know, and you can still use your choking gas potions, but you just go hammer, gas potions, hammer, gas potion, you know, just kind of do that and call it good.
I think it's the second run I try to use swap casting. I feel like that helps a lot, actually. My PB here on like 214, whatever, basically 215. It was the first run I did, and didn't use swap casting. I like just reading of the guide and.
Yep, swap casting is very helpful. It helps a lot in open areas. If you have a long distance to travel, you know, if you're running around Act 4 maps or Act 1 just kind of right when you're leaving Black Marsh, things like that, very helpful. When you're in like jails and things like that, a lot of times you're stopping to hit things. You know, anywhere that you're in those tight areas that you're stopping to hit stuff, not as helpful. But Act 5, Act 4, I mean, if you're really moving, it's super helpful. So it definitely has its uses.
How much time do you think it saves on a run if you do it well?
Oh, God, I don't know. I mean, I think it saves minutes. I think it saves minutes, personally, if it's done really well. If not, it can break even or just save a little bit of time, you know. Like, I didn't do it amazingly well in my world record run. I think I definitely lost time just from too many failed swap casts. But, you know, it's tough. But all those charge locks and times all those charge locks, times you burn mana, things like that, you know, avoiding those.
That's horrible when you get stuck in one little thing and just no mana left.
Yep.
It's so annoying.
Yep. And congratulations to Delataru, who blasted through so quickly. I didn't even see his Baal fight at all. I got caught up in the interview. So apologies there, but 238.07. Clap in chat for Delataru. Well done.
He's in the amateur one, right?
Yes. He has pulled out a lot of great times all over the place. He has done well in all his races. So
yeah, that's really not bad.
Oh, not at all. There was a Sudden Dan was an amateur runner. He finished 222.34. So you better watch it, or an amateur's going to come get you.
That's scary.
Yeah, you better watch it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do you think is the next race then?
I think Sorceress is the next race. So should go back to a little bit easier. I mean, she's not easy, but you know, teleport and casting and whatever, not having to deal with Paladin garbage.
Which one did you say? It cut out a little bit.
Oh, sorry, Sorceress.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
Yeah.
That's gonna divide people really hard between.
Yep.
Like if you're good at the Sorceress, you're way faster.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you're good at Sorceress, you're 120 and under almost every race, or 125 and under.
Yeah.
if you're,
not good at sources.
you know, decent at it, you're running 125s to 140s, 145s probably. And then, you know, there'll be plenty over 2.
I think I have like 140s, 142, somewhere along there.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
I did a hardcore one at 140.
Very nice.
But I haven't done too much of it. I'm not sure.
Well, practice up. You got to defend your title.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go for 4 in a row. You got the hat trick. Can he get one more? Can he keep going? All right. Well, GG, I'm going to bring Nano in here. So,
all right.
Congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And thank you for doing this race system.
Of course. Catch you later. Nano. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Congratulations on your 2nd place.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Did you get 2nd last time as well?
I think.
Or is it 3rd?
Druid race?
Druid was last time, right?
Yeah, I think I got 3rd.
You got 3rd.
Was 2nd.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Can barely hear him.
So,
can you turn your mic up at all? I have you at max volume on my side.
Hold on, let me get this.
Or just eat your microphone, one of the two.
All right. What about now?
Yeah, a little bit better.
A little better?
Yeah. You'll just have to still like really, really put your mouth like right on the microphone just about when you're talking.
What about now?
There you go. Perfect.
Okay.
Good. So tell us about the race. Talk us through it a little bit.
All right. So my Act 1, the tower was, I think it was a diagonal.
Uh-huh.
I didn't get a gas potion in the first few tower runs, so
yeah, I saw that. That hurts.
Bit slow in the beginning. I did get my steel at around level 12 or 13.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I forget. So at least that helped. Act 2 was pretty decent overall. I had a first way arcane.
Nice. That's right. I didn't even see you in the arcane. I just looked over and I was like, he's in the tombs already?
Yeah.
What?
And towards the end, I did craft a +2 Blessed Hammer Scepter.
Yeah,
so
we saw
I was
that.
Gonna respect that level 18.
We saw that.
Definitely. So Act 3, I didn't get a Great March skip.
Mm-hmm.
And my Flare jungle was pretty weak. It had the birds and shooters.
Yep.
So it kind of hurt me because at the end of Act 4, I was at level 19 and a half.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, so I had to go back to the canyon and farm some beetles.
Yep.
So I lost a bit of time there between Act 4 and 5. And I also lost more time with that TP scroll thing.
That was,
you saw.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was like, oh, I was like, no, because it was right there. You were like gonna get in. You had the +2 Blessed Hammer. He just got cloned. It was like perfect. Gonna be the perfect finish. And why is Nano not going in? What is he doing? Oh my god, he doesn't have a scroll. But then two harpies, which is.
As soon as I entered my TP, I was like, why is my TP tomb red?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh man.
And I was like, what should I do? Should I just go find a TP scroll, or do I die and run back?
Nope, you kill for it.
So I wasn't. Yeah. I don't know, because I definitely did not have enough potions to finish that fight without going back.
Oh yeah, no, not at all. Not at all. You need it multiple times to go back. Yeah, you did the right move. The right move is to go back and find one. They do drop decently often. A lot of people think that they like barely drop at all, but scrolls drop a decent amount actually in this game. So if you go back and clear out the Throne of Destruction, you'll most likely find multiple scrolls. You got a little bit lucky on how fast it was, but still.
It was pretty fast. I think that was like at most the 5th monster I killed.
Oh, I think it was the 3rd.
So I was very lucky there.
It was super lucky, yeah.
Yeah.
But
so those are the kind of mistakes I try not to commit on a race, because it just kills your time.
Oh yeah.
So I got lucky there.
And I mean, oh man, this race was probably the closest race that we've had between like everybody. I mean, all of the pro runners and the amateur runners were all sticking right on each other just through almost everything. Until, you know, the pro runners kind of separated themselves towards the end of Act 3 and Act 4. But it was just so close.
Yeah, I had your stream on but muted at the corner of my screen, and I kept looking to check the other runners, and they were pretty close to me.
It was
like plus some minus few minutes.
Yep, it was very, very, very tight. So it was impressive, though. I was very, very impressed with all of the runners. And I mean, you know, if you have, everything was tiny, right? Difference between you and Lagzor, if you don't have to go back to the canyon, right? You get a good flare jungle. And all of a sudden you're literally finishing exactly the same time he is. If you have that TP scroll, you're probably within 20 seconds, 25 seconds of him. Like everything was just down to the tiniest bits. I mean, you know, even like shopping, right? Just like the time spent shopping was, you know, if it took a little bit longer for you to shop or same. I mean, everything was just crazy. So
and
great race, really.
And I had so the swap casting thing, I practiced it once. That was the previous PB you saw. I practiced that a few days ago. I'm still pretty rusty. Like I still get caught on like rocks and trees and other stuff.
It's tough. It is tough.
I'd have to say like this Paladin is up there with Sorceress in terms of like the amount of actions you need to do.
Yep. Paladin probably requires the most actions, I would say, just because of if you add in swap casting. It's very close. When I run Paladin and Sorceress, I run around 300 APM.
That's insane.
When I run Druid Assassin, I'm running at like 180. You know, like it is quite a big difference between you know those characters. So
I would say maybe 1/3 of the time I get it back to regular charge instead of executing it correctly. So
it happens. I mean, if you watch my world record run, you'll see I did that too, like multiple times in that run. I screwed up the swap cast because you have to practice it. It's just so pixel perfect or frame perfect, pretty much.
It is frame perfect, right? It has to be pressed at the same frame.
I believe it can maybe be one frame off. I think on multiplayer, well, people said they patched it on multiplayer actually. On multiplayer, before it was harder. So that's why I thought on multiplayer it was exactly the same frame, and on single player I thought it might be like one frame difference allowed. I haven't really checked it. That's just based on my like experience with it. But it seemed like
pretty small window.
Yeah, it seemed like it was within you know, you had maybe one frame difference that you could have, but I'm not 100% sure. That's just my guess. But regardless, it's very easy to miss, right? It's very easy to go 3 times in a row and not get it sometimes and be like, gosh dang it, I'm just wasting all my time.
Yeah. Like in Act 5 when you're going between the barricades, sometimes I mess up.
Yeah.
Then I have to take down the barricade door.
Right.
So I was like, do I just regular charge a few times and get to the next door, or do I just
always the decisions. Always the decisions to be made. It can be tough.
Sorceress is the next race.
Yes, Sorceress will be next race. And
I'm definitely gonna practice that a little more.
Yeah. And is Sorceress what you practiced a lot, or Assassin? I think you were more Assassin, right?
Actually, my most run characters are like Amazon and Barb.
Okay.
And maybe Assassin. Those 3. Sorceress, I think I've done a few times. They're not too great though.
Yeah.
Like once I get teleport, I just have to like increase my APM.
Yeah, you got to move fast with teleport, otherwise. Because it's always about you being the person to get that hit off first. If you teleport into stuff and don't get your hits first in or whatever, you're just dead. It's so crazy.
Yeah, definitely. The potion management, making sure you have enough mana to bring that Nova.
Yep.
In the Flare jungle.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. I know. It is. I've run plenty of Sorceress.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. All right. Well, GG. Congratulations, Nano, on the second place finish. I look forward to having you there for the Sorceress. Yeah, of course. Of course. Clappers for Nano. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. All right. See you guys next time.
Have a great one. Bye.
All right, bye.
Clap, clap. There you go. All right, so Sveto has made his way to Act 5, and Rainik gets the Baal kill. Woohoo! Tough, oops. Tough time for Rainik today, but he's able to finish strong. Well done. Well done. Time for the Rainik clip. All right, we can watch the Rainik clip. Oh my God. No. Don't. No, Rainik. Don't tell me you did it. Because we were all very confused about what happened. Remember when I said Rainik found himself the tombs first? He is first to Duriel.
Oh no! Bollocks! No!
Before I get muted. Oh, Rainik. Oh, buddy. The old save quit. He almost did it twice. He almost did the save quit prior to that. Oh, Rainik, Rainik, Rainik. Can't say I haven't been there. Cannot say I haven't been there myself. Heavy finger on the escape, yeah. Oof. Oof. Tough stuff. Tough stuff. Sveto, the only newbie standing left standing here. Gotta get Twitch Prime. I do have Twitch Prime, but the problem is I'm using my OBS to browser capture, and I guess through the browser capture it doesn't use my Twitch Prime and get rid of my ads. So no, he doesn't have to get the staff again, but he does have to go all the way back to it. So he didn't have to go get the staff again, but he has to go all the way back in and run back to his tomb, and his tomb was not close by. So it did cost him some time. That's a tough one there, Rainik. That is a tough one. Maybe you can log on inside the OBS browser. I just wonder if it would save my login there or not. I might be able to, though. That's a good idea. You wonder if Cinevo would be quicker on Melee? Probably not. Melee is slower for everybody. Nobody runs Melee faster than casters. I mean, yeah. Nice try, Evo. Source will be fast. Source will be very all over. Because the Sorceress, as we stated, 1, a lot of gold requirement for the Sorceress. 2, a lot of APM required. Frost Nova, Static, Nova, I mean, even just your telekinesis, right? Your swap between those 4 skills has to be very right. You got to get in kind of a pattern of like jump in, frost nova, static, nova, you know, whatever, telekinesis, blah, 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 move, go. Get your potions, sort your potions in. Your potion management has to be really, really good. It's very difficult. Very difficult. Full screen Sveto. And then... Well, that's just not going to work well. There's no good place for me. Right there. Whoop. Yeah, the Sorceress will probably be in 2 to 3 weeks. Next weekend is Man vs. Stream. So in 2 to 3 weeks, we'll probably have the following race. I'll have to check my check everything out. Sveto live cam. Oh, I'm Sveto. I don't know why I decided Sveto sounds like. This Sveto guy looks like Mr. Lamez C. Impersonator. Yeah, it's a good zoom in. Good little zoom on him. 3-hour mark has been crossed. Will he be able to keep his PV? Look at that Andy split and then that Duriel. Oh, all that time loss in Act 2. 18 minutes. That's brutal. How did I like POD? It was good. I thought it played well. I thought it was a fun game. My biggest complaint was the inventory is too big. And there's maybe not quite enough balance in all of the skills. Teeth is too strong.
Hi, Mr. Sveto SC. What kind of animal is a Sveto?
It's it's a water creature, animal. It lives down in the water. Down at between like 500 and 1,000 feet. Please get TPs. Please get TPs, Sveto. Please. Oh, thank God. Whew. So 500 to 1,000 feet is its normal grounds. It's got like little feelers on the front of its face. Like that. Wow, Llama's playing under a fake username because he's afraid of losing these races under his own name. Wow. I would race if I could race, but I could not race and commentate for everybody. That would be a little difficult. The best that I could do, if I raced, I could set up my OBS to automatically cycle through every page every like 30 seconds or something. So that I could just sit there and focus on racing, and the run would just, it would just constantly. But the problem is, if I did that, you wouldn't get to see things like boss kills and stuff. It'd be like, and is he going to kill Oh, wait, we don't know. It's on the next slide. So you would miss way too many good things doing that. Pre-record my race and just put it in. I mean, I could have just played my world record and had that as like a comparison. Kingslayer. God, I haven't looked at that in forever. Yeah. Nobody really makes it, but you could totally do it. Generally on your, I'd rather have a grief or something like that, obviously, right? For all that plus damage, and use crushing blow elsewhere from teeth or from helms or stuff like that. But Grief is expensive. You're poor. I mean, Goal Foul for Kingslayer. All you need for Grief is a low. Really. So it's not that much more expensive. Oh, you already have the goal? I guess you need a Mal Rune as well for Grief, but low is expensive. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit expensive. Yeah, you could make Thol Ionef in a black for 40% Crushing Blow, though. That's the thing. You have a Cham Rune? Oh, you were the guy asking if you could trade Cham for low. You probably could. I would imagine somebody would take your Cham for low trade. Because Cannot Be Frozen is pretty nice. They can put that in COA or in a... Well, people usually burr that, but, you know, whatever Shake Off they want. So you should be able to trade Cham for enough to get yourself a low, I would say. Sveto's so close to his own PB. I know. Just go up. Left. Left. Yes. There you go. Level 3. This is real close for Sveto. Real close.
You're almost there.
Oh god, he's got my stuff.
No.
We'll make it very quiet. He's listening. Get it. Go, Sveto, go. It's to the bottom right. Bottom right. Yep, there it is. There it is. You got it. There's a spy among us. How are the other times? Oh, right. We can't see the other times. I'll, Boop. There you go. 218, 219, 222, 238, 254. 2 DNFs. And Sveto gonna finish here. Nice. Great throne room. Great throne room. Oh, Raynick's there. Okay, let's mute this. And we'll bring Raynick in. Raynick, how you doing?
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Congratulations. Talk us through the run and a little bit of your Act 2
the happy
fun.
and the sad moments.
Yeah.
So Act 1 coming out was reasonable. Den was pretty grim, had a lot of shaman in it, but for the most part not too bad. Then moving on, got the tower, had a shrine at Darkwood and kind of 3 not too bad on the route to the tower.
Yeah.
Didn't really get quick runes, unfortunately, but I imagine that's the same for a lot of people.
Yeah, it happens for a lot.
Yeah, got a Neff rune on my first run and that was it. That's going to bode well for the rest of this.
Yep, that's not a great start.
Going into Act 2, was in a good spot. It was quite a reasonable level, I thought, and was doing well. Got quite quick kind of staff and cube. And then second way Arcane, very rare for me.
Yeah.
Was very happy with that. Then obviously the clip that you saw when I got to Duriel finally.
Yeah, you were actually the first runner to Duriel of all runners, professional and amateur. You were first person there. And then I looked away and I came back. I looked away, I came back and I'm like, why is he running the tombs again? Is he did he run out of mana? Did he die? Like, nope.
No, accidental save and quit. And then I thought, well, because prior to that, I was going to go back and see what shrines I had anyway, and then go farm Canyon for 17.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, I may as well just run there and get my 17 now anyway.
Right.
And then going into Act 3, my Act 3 was just horrific.
What happened
my
there?
Spider Forest had like a mid-turn off to Great Marsh, but the cavern itself was at the very, very end. So I had to run the entirety of the Spider Forest, and I was like, did I miss a turning to Flare? Nope. So I ran that twice.
Yep.
Then Great Marsh through to Flare Jungle.
Yep.
Eventually get there, and then I think I had a extra strong boss pack at the entrance of like Fire Breather and the little fetishes. So I think I died once or twice to them.
Ouch.
Was just trying to get into the Flare. Eventually get in, and then the mob density was just really, really low, so I never got any experience there.
Yeah.
Then moved. Eventually got like that part done. Moved up into the sewers, and I ran. All on the fourth side of running it, I found the chest, and then realised it had to be in the middle. I was like, that's just lovely.
I think a couple people actually got middle chested today, which is just awful. So unlucky and just it's so terrible.
And then Act 4 was okay. I didn't get any lucky rerolls on the scepter.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up with just like 5 energy on it. Was the best I got.
Yeah, we had
no hammers of concentration.
Yeah, only one person got the +2 blessed hammer. That was Nano, and somebody else got +2 blessed hammer, but it ended up being a level 24 scepter. So
that's brutal.
Brutal. Yeah, when you see it and you're all excited, and then it's like, oh wait, oh no, I can't. Oh crap. Yeah.
One of my practice runs I ended up with like 2 to concentration, and then it also had one of the level 24 skills. I was like, no, reroll again.
Ouch.
But no luck there.
Yeah, it happens.
And then I had to farm up a bit of experience because I was only 19 going into Act 5. So I was trying to find an experience shrine, but it did not want to give me one. So skill shrine in
that was the one part that I was like, just go to Canyon. Just quit. You were 19 and 9/10. I was like, screw the shrine. You're all the time is like, just forget it. Just go there, please.
I figured I'd give it 3 tries, and if I didn't get it on the 3rd one, I'd just go try and get the experience anyway.
Yeah,
I didn't get the experience try, so I was like, forget it. I'm just gonna move.
Yep, you can get the experience decently.
I also had no gold from the end of Act 2 onwards, just none whatsoever.
Yeah,
I was always short on gold.
That hurts.
So I was having to be careful with potions on Duriel, which was grim.
Yep.
And then I didn't really have any potions for running through Act 3, kind of trying to get charges to go quicker.
Yeah.
I was running short on potions there.
Yeah.
And then fortunately had gold for getting to Chaos in Act 4, but then I started running out of gold again when I got to Diablo.
The never-ending gold problems.
I was just like, please just give me something.
Yeah. We've all been there before where you're like, and every wand that drops is just nothing on it, you know, it's just a white wand. And you're like, come on, scepter drops nothing.
No, just any scepter drop would have been great. I was getting like items that I was like, oh, this might sell for like 1,000, 2,000, that's great. And then it's ethereal. And I'm just like,
yep.
Perfect. That's no longer selling for anything.
Yep. Oh, the brutal way it goes. All right, well, we're closing in on Sveto here, about to finish up. So congratulations again, Rainik. Tough day. But you know what? We'll be back. You'll be back with the Sorceress race, hopefully.
Maybe. I've never run Sorceress.
We'll
always avoided it.
Go practice up a little bit, right? But GG, well done. All right, well, have a good one.
See you about.
Bye. All right, and Sveto with the red TP tome, I do believe. Oh my god, Sveto. Just... Oh. Is he going to get another scroll? He does it. Oh, he does it. Oh, thank goodness. He doesn't pull a nano. That should be enough potions. You don't have enough gold to read. Just go. You're fine. That's enough potions. Do it. There you go. That's the fake. Yeah, you're fine. Just get him. Kill him. GG. And down goes. And that's a PB. 53-second PB. Down he goes. Oh, wait, this one's actually weird. Well done. Well done for Sveto. PB. And hold up a little bit. One more expand. There you go. Okay. Let's get that time in there. 3:12:44. 2, 3:12:44. And that is our newbie runner who finishes. Tough stuff. Tough stuff. How do people finish now? Well, he was one of the newbie runners. That was a good run. Clappers for everybody. Clappers for everybody. Let me say thank you first off to everyone who tuned in. I need to fix my camera. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. Thank you to everybody who raced today. I appreciate you guys joining up. Hope you guys had a great time. It was a very good race. Very good race. I was very impressed by the quality of the runners that we had today. Look at all those times. Look at all of those times. Okay, whatever. I actually like it a little bit better this way. It is very nicely done by all. Okay. A little bit. One more notch up. There we go. Congrats to Lagzor for winning the pros at 2:18:18. Nano right behind him. Sudden Dan winning the amateurs at 2:22:34. Really pulled away after Act 2 and starting to get into Act 3 there. And Sveto for finishing on the newbie realm there. Oh god, streams inside of streams. Tough stuff for a couple of the runners. Had some internet issues. Had some just difficulties in general. It happens. But still, GG to all. This is a very tough race. This is a very tough race. Paladin's one of the hardest characters overall, I think, to run. So, and just tough runes even, all that stuff. But I'm going to go get food, and then I will be back. I am very hungry right now. So I'm going to get food, and then I will come back and do some of my Path of Diablo Necromancer. So I'll be back in, 30, 40 minutes, something like that. Sloppy Joe Pesci. 30 or 40 minutes, somewhere around there, and we'll be doing some Path of Diablo. So if you just hang out in the channel, I will just host somebody right now, and then we'll come back and do some of that. But GG, everybody. Congratulations on it all. Let's go to Noogie's channel. We'll host Noogie for now. And I'll be back in a tiny bit.